Let's push the button.
Gotta look for them peaks.
Peaky peaks. They go peaky.
Trouble, this
peaky,
is like...
peaky.
If you were playing if Stunt Race FX had like a furry spin-off, like this is what I would expect one of the vehicles to look like.
Well, I googled 3D
Frog car?
print. No, I googled 3D print Mother 3 Save Frog in car, and that's what came up. That was the
That's
top
not
result.
that's not even close to it.
Do you guys want to hear a
If
story that took place?
Frog offered to save my game, I would say no. Sorry,
Yes,
go ahead.
yes, I do.
It took place in 1998. So we were just talking about having cursed dice. And then Chris said,
Right.
It's possible that, the programmers of Tabletop Simulator purposely weighted the dice to be bad, which I suppose is possible that they programmed the physics engine that way. But it reminded me of this story. We're in my house, 1998, thereabouts, playing D&D. Got our dice out, character sheets, all the good stuff. Chris is sitting there with a TI-82 graphing calculator. And he has programmed dice into the graphing calculator. And he says, I'm going to roll my dice on this graphing calculator. I told him, no, you're going to roll your dice with the rest of us. And he made the case that the program was mathematically superior to rolling actual dice.
He's always been this way.
Isn't that just because he made the program?
And it's not like the program was like, I made the same program sitting in math class in 10th grade, bored out of my mind. Like, yeah, I get it. I also made Snake. It was great. Played a lot of Snake.
Oh man, the 90s and the aughts were just, you guys.
I feel
I
bad
couldn't-
for everybody born.
So
after
dull.
that.
TI-83s, man, those are some shit right
No,
there.
no. We had TI-82s. You whippersnapper. Uphill both ways in the snow with our
Yeah, okay.
TI-82s.
Yeah, all right.
They only had
I'm
six-
a year older. I'm a year younger than you. Come on now.
Your calculators only had 16 kilobytes of memory or something stupid.
What's wild is I picked up a graphing calculator, I think in Target or something a while ago, and they're the same price as they were back then.
Yeah, no, the TI-83 is a reserve currency.
That's
Like-
ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I think they're almost identical. Like, it's a monopoly. That's why.
Yeah.
Because nobody else sells them.
When you say, you mean like, sorry, the memory on that thing is more like 3 kilobytes.
My understanding is the TI-83 had like 32 kilobytes of RAM, so I just cut it in half.
Amazon's
for the
got
TI-82.
TI-84 for $99. And that's the prime,
Yeah, no,
that's
it's-
like the prime special price. What the fuck?
No, it's absolutely stupid.
There are two constants in the universe, the speed of light through a vacuum and the price of graphing
And
calculators.
the price of a TI-83, yeah.
Or also a can of Arizona half and half.
A what?
Yeah,
Can
like
of Arizona half and half.
yeah, they're still 99.
Actually,
And the
you know what?
Costco hot
Oh.
dog.
Yeah, the Costco hot dog. That's the other
The
constant.
Costco hot dog.
$1.50.
You know what? A
Yeah, I'm
Costco
looking
hot
at this.
dog and an Arnold Palmer, that sounds pretty good to me. That's
So
lunch.
the TI-83 Plus has 1.5 megs of basically memory. And that's it. It has not changed since then. How much does a flash drive cost? Like, a 256 gig flash drive is like, what, $40?
Surely
Maybe even less than that.
every
Yeah.
modern cell phone is capable of doing everything that graphing calculator did. Surely.
With an app, sure.
Yeah,
The
it is.
problem is you cannot use a cell phone on an exam because it has operations that are not a calculator. So like you could consult the internet or ChatGPT or whatever. So like instructors commonly say on an exam your calculator, you use any calculator you want, but it has to be only a calculator, which eliminates smartphones, your laptop, a tablet, etc.
Here's what I did. I just programmed the Pythagorean theorem into my calculator, and I never got caught.
Well, we all did that.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
I
our
programmed
teacher said-
every chemistry formula ever.
Yeah, she said you're not allowed to do that, and I did it anyway, and I never got caught, and I aced that exam.
See, we weren't explicitly forbidden from doing that, but like I honestly think if you spend that much time programming in all those formulas into your calculator and then testing to make sure they work, you're basically
deserve-
studying. You're basically
you des-
studying. Like that's what I
Yeah.
want you to do is like work with the formulas and learn them. So if you want to sit there and program all these formulas in, like, go right ahead. I also provide a formula sheet on my exams. So
I feel the same way about people who use ChatGPT to write book reports. Like, if you know the book well enough to come up with a prompt that gives you a book report, you know the book well enough. A plus.
Well, book reports are just busy work anyway, so.
I've never enriched my life writing a book report, and I've written hundreds of them.
I mean, to some degree, like, it's just a lazy exercise to make sure students read something.
Are you
like
saying
there are better ways to do
Are you
it?
saying teachers are lazy, Raz? Come on.
I would say that they're not very creative, or they're just strapped thin and can't think of better, more like exhaustive, I'll say, exercises.
That's why D&D has random encounters. Because some days I just
I
can't
mean-
even.
I
And
mean, it depends on your random whims, I suppose.
it's-
Right?
I'll throw in more kobolds at you guys. I don't care. These ones are the dog ones. These ones are the lizard ones. Have fun.
Oh man.
So to bring it back to this, I was looking at this map the other day. I have questions about this map here. So like
Yeah,
I'm
go
looking
for
at I'm looking at like the ghost field along the outside, or not the ghost field, but the
Huh?
lightning generators.
Yeah,
Does
spark
a
towers.
similar one exist in here?
Yes, that's actually relevant to today's session. That's an excellent segue, Raz. Charter
Good
Hall
job.
is the
I
oldest
swear
part
that I
of
didn't
the
know
city.
this.
Let us
Charter Hall
talk,
is the
Raz.
oldest and one of the wealthiest parts of the city. It predates the apocalypse, and the initial Spark Gate, the first one the Sparkrights built, was around Charter Hall. This is also where Charter Hall University, where the main Sparkright training facilities are. This is also where most of the Lords of Industry live. This is one of the largest and this is the most well-established and affluent part of the city. Charter Hall absolutely has an old, generally unused Spark Gate around it. Around the
Still-
core walled part of it. Now, parts of this over to the east are still Charter Hall. They're newer. But yeah, there have been multiple. So first 500 years after the apocalypse, and this is all. I wouldn't say anyone here has like written like large amounts of written history books at their fingertips. For the first 500 years or so after the apocalypse, the Immortal Emperor himself was the one protecting cities from possession from the ghosts of the Undying Lands. At one point, the Spark Gates were invented, and those started in Charter Hall here. This is the city where the Spark Gates were in fact invented. And now, around 500 years ago, imperial decree said that every city would have Spark Gates erected around them, and put out the decrees for the Leviathan hunters to bring back Leviathan blood to power them.
Okay, I have further questions, but I guess, like, for the nature of the spark, like, are these up in the air? Are they
They're
constantly active?
towers. And yes,
Like-
they should be constantly active. Whether or not they are is another
Right.
question.
Like, can
Yeah, they're-
people pass through them harmlessly? Like, does it just tingle? Like, I don't know. Because there's like a big path here.
There
I
are,
imagine Scarlet walks through
well, the
this every
Charter
day.
Hall
to
one
get
is
to
not
it.
active. That's the old Spark Gates that were used back when the city was much smaller.
Oh, so these don't work anymore. Okay.
They might work, but they're not currently engaged.
Okay.
The Spark Gates themselves, this field is dangerous, and that's why you have these larger ones. Those have they're actual gates that are safe to travel. That also allows the various forces of law and whatnot to monitor comings and goings. Like the Spark Gates are
Checkpoints.
both a wall around the city, and they provide literal gates through which most things have to travel. The waterways are kind of an exception. There aren't actually any strong. I'm not gonna say there are no strong restrictions, but there are no physical barriers aside from here in Barrow Cleft, where like you actually have to go through a gate to get out along the water.
Here's what I heard. These Spark Gates in Charter Hall, this is
Yep.
Warlock insurance. That's what I heard.
It's appropriate.
All right. So, the 5 of you are in the cramped office of the Lampbacks leader Bazeobaz. Below you is the warehouse of the coal warehouse that he makes his criminal enterprise headquarters from. He's called you in here because he knows about your beef with the Crows. And he and another organization in the Crows, and the other organization, the Red Sashes and the Crows, are currently all at open war over Crow's Foot. And he wants to know if you're for him, against him, or intend to stay out of the war.
What was the other faction? I'm sorry, they're engaged with.
The Red Sashes.
Thank you.
Who are the Red
you
Sashes?
were
Have we
all-
encountered them?
No. The Red Sashes, so the
No.
Crows you've encountered, they wanted a cut of your last job, and you said no.
Right.
So you pissed them off a little bit. The Red Sashes are an Illuvian drug running guild that are also have a lot of sword fighters. They started out as a sword fighters college for Illuvian sword fighting. They also have a number of. They're well known for making fantastic foreign drugs, having fantastic foreign sword fighters, and generally just being weird and mysterious. And then the Crows are a fairly low level criminal organization here in Crow's Foot, whose leader was assassinated about a week ago.
We didn't do that,
And-
did we?
That leader had his name was, let me check my notes. Rorik. The Crow's previous leader, Rorik, is now dead, and all but open war between the three gangs that he had negotiated a truce between has broken out in Crow's Foot. Last week, Ian's friend Hines, who is currently working as a physiker, working as a doctor for the Lampbacks, had told you that the boss of the organization wanted you in here because he had heard that you had had dealings with the Crow and want Crows, and he's currently getting his pieces in a row for this actual open war he's planning.
I don't think we want any part of any open war, but like certain aspects of our services are available for a price. That's the way Lele looks at it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good way to look at it.
As long as we can guarantee that we are not associated with one side or the other.
So it's fine for you guys to tell me to fuck off, but if you don't want any part of this, I would suggest you get out of here now. If you don't want this traceable to you, the Crows already know who you are. I'm offering you an opportunity to actually stick it to them, since I've heard that you've turned down their offers for protection money in the past.
Which would entail what?
I mean, I hear you're pretty good at getting in and out of places. I've got a couple of leads that I might be able to offer individuals like you, and it would put you in my good graces.
He
Who is
does
this
have
guy
a
again?
point.
This guy is the leader of the Lampbacks.
Mm-hmm.
The Lampbacks are a criminal organization that has evolved from the Lamplighters. Since electrical lighting has become the standard in the city, the Lamplighters the old Lamplighters Guild has devolved into a criminal organization.
Nice.
They make their headquarters in this large coal warehouse that you're on the top floor of, overlooking a bunch of bins. He's got like half a dozen thugs milling about. A couple of you have spotted places where there's probably large caches of military-grade weapons. He seems pretty serious about actually pushing the Crows for territory and taking it for him out. You can tell, he tells you that he personally liked Rorik. And the fact that Lissa killed him and took command of his crew, he sees as both a personal affront and a professional opportunity.
Scarlet will add, if we were to attack the Crow's nest on our own, we would probably antagonize them. But with the right allies, we might intimidate them. This seems like a pretty good opportunity to do the latter.
Indeed.
So where's the profit in it? What's the take?
Well, we won't have to pay these people money anymore.
We're already not paying the money.
Yeah, we already don't pay them.
Backing is a bit of a payment itself, but you're right. There should be some sort of collateral for our services.
He's aware of a associate of the Crows that he thinks is also going to be pretty upset about Rorik's death, and who has typically been working as a fence for them. That you might be able to put yourself in his good graces, and that would just cut off one more avenue of their stronghold over Crowsfoot by making it so that they have a harder time getting rid of ill-gotten goods. He's both heard that might be something you're interested in, and might be something along the skills that your group would be that would suit your group's skill set.
We still have this
Yeah.
artifact that we haven't fenced yet, don't we?
Yeah, we do need a means to get it off of our plate.
Well,
I think this is a good opportunity.
again, and I'm going to save everybody's ears by not screaming. But just imagine that I am speaking at a very loud volume.
I'm imagining
Yep.
it.
Okay. Well, like, that's good enough for Jurgen. Like, little sister Lile is always talking about how she wants us to get rid of the stuff as quickly as possible because unfenced goods are not money.
I think it would be.
You take this fence off the Crow's pay list, and you'll be in my good graces at least.
I think it'd be really funny if Lele is like 10 years older than Jurgen, and he still calls her little sister.
It's more of a size thing.
Exactly, like I fit in your pocket.
Little whatever to Jurgen, right? Literally every
Graz, you are really robotic.
No.
Oh god, Raz is a robot.
We all know
That's
it.
very robot.
Hello. I am a robot. Hold on.
Yeah, you need to like reconnect yourself
I need
to your.
to change the server I'm connected to.
Unplug it and plug it back in.
It almost sounds like he's using a voice changer.
I'm not. How do I do this? Hold on. Well, I'm connected again. I mean, does it sound okay?
You're
Yeah,
good
yeah,
now.
Okay. For some reason, oh, there we go. Now I can open this up. Where do I change what server I'm pinging through?
I don't know.
But you're fine now.
I'm okay. Okay. Well, then we'll just go with this.
So Lele is willing to take this job, but
Mhm.
like she has a personal conviction to never do a job that she doesn't immediately profit from. So she's going to find some way to turn this to the gang's profit other than just we'll be in this guy's good graces.
Well, I mean, we already, like, well, as well. Like,
Mechanically, one of the benefits of this job will be clicking the next thing on your turf sheet for a loyal fence, which will give you +2 coin from all your successful burglar and robbery jobs.
No, that's great. I understand that. What I'm saying
Yep,
is
yep, no, and I
Lele-
understand, and I agree. Yeah, and I get what you're saying, that you're also going to be looking out for yourself,
yeah,
to make
she's
some money on the
well,
side.
she's going to find
Mechanical
something
benefits and
valuable to
perceived
steal.
benefits. Yeah.
Yep, just making sure we were clear on that.
Yep.
oh, okay. So that's like a separate. That's like a separate thing, like not conducive to.
Lele is
not
willing to
related
cause
to-
more trouble to find something else valuable to steal.
So you're gonna be our ghost this mission. Got it.
I probably won't
I
kill
feel-
2 people.
Mm,
Where's your sense of adventure?
I am physically incapable of killing 2 people. Oh, I guess I'm not, because I could use this Rook's Gambit to command them to kill themselves.
yeah, they just see that cliff. Just go.
They just,
Go
yes,
there,
ma'am, right away.
Life is not worth living.
All right, so this job
So,
is going to give a bloody nose to these crows, cut off one of their
Yep.
valuable fences.
Yep.
Do we actually
And-
know if the person, because he's saying like this gang leader who forged this piece was assassinated? Do we actually know that was the case, or is that just a rumor?
right now it's a rumor. If you want to try and investigate it more.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be looking into that before we do the job, if we can.
All right, let me throw some other details at you for this. So everyone wants to take this job, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Excellent. All right, let me throw you some more details that Basil feed to you. He's pretty sure that he has it on good authority that Rourke was assassinated by his second in command. Why is this not like in bold in my sheet? There we go. Lysa. His body disappeared into a canal and was not found of, so there's probably some sort of ghost to deal with. Also, Crowsfoot has a lot of ghosts to deal with. It's traditionally been a place of scum and villainy, even exceeding the standards of the rest of the city, and there are an exceptional number of murders and vengeful ghosts in the district.
Fun.
It is, in fact, known for that. The person he also will point out that this is currently a three-way war between him, the Crows, and the Red Sassers. Just making sure that you're aware that like you might get trouble from one or both of those groups if you side with me, but siding with me is definitely your best option here.
It's the Lampbacks, you said.
What's
right?
the other group?
Yes, the Lampbacks.
The third group is the Lampbacks.
No, the third group is the Is the Lampback? Yes, the Crows, the Lampbacks, and the Red Sashes are currently at the brink of open war over Crowsfoot because of the death of the Crows leader.
And we've been approached by the Lampbacks.
Yep.
Okay.
The Lampbacks had hired Ian's old friend Hines as a doctor after a couple of fights
So-
broke out,
Okay.
and he's the one who put you in contact with them.
I have. Why not rob both groups? Little Sister Lele.
Because we don't have a lead on robbing the Red Sashes at the moment. We just have the lead on the Crows.
Right.
If you want to get the Red Sashes, if you're willing to go on the Red Sashes bad side too, I could tell you where their I've got some information on where their war treasury might be.
Would this be? I mean, how much splitting of the party would we be doing here?
So let me go through all the stuff I have here for you at the beginning. You guys are openly working with Baz to like make some part of this plan, so we can tell you some stuff. The fence that he knows has been dissatisfied because the Crows failed to protect him like they had been doing in the past, and he's pretty sure good friends with Rourke is the Frog. He doesn't know his real name. He does know the building he operates out of. You could approach this man and see if he's willing to work with you. See what it would take to get him to work with you and to side with you over the Crows, because the Crows have put him in, the Crows are in his bad book. The other thing that he has is he does have an informant that's told him about where the Red Sashes have moved some of their war treasury. He figures it's somewhere between 10 and 14 coin, and you could keep 4 of it if you were to lift it.
Okay. What are the chances that Gideon could find this the ghost of this murdered gang leader?
Is that
That's probably what's the ability called?
Let me
Just a
do it,
tune,
like
right? Yeah.
Because there, the two pieces of prep that I would like to do before going on this heist are sourcing information on this war treasury and interrogating this ghost to find out if this assassination story checks out.
So what you actually want to do here is choose a target, and then we'll figure out a thing, and then if you want to do stuff in the background, we do those flashbacks, right? So
Sure.
let me get the section up on engagement. So which job do you want to try and tackle first of the two that he's offered, or something else that you think might be relevant?
I think we could hit both at once.
Can we?
Maybe.
Yeah, we'd have to split for that.
Yeah, this is the kind of game where splitting doesn't really matter.
Well, I mean, we split
my
last
opinion.
week. Half of us went upstairs and half of us killed 2 guys.
Physically, where are we on the map here? So, like, the Crow's Nest is surely somewhere in here, but where
The Crow's
are
Nest
the?
is in it's kind of hard to see. The Crow's headquarters is this ancient pre-apocalypse tower at the center of the district.
Okay.
the Alluvian, the Red Sash Swordsmanship Academy is here, and the warehouse of the Lampbacks is out here.
Okay, that was my question. Like, we were on site to help each other should shit hit the fan, and it didn't really come to that. But this is just gonna be like, we can't help each other.
Mhm.
We won't even know how the other team did. So they're significantly more riskier. Also, I don't know how fun that would be to, like, just run the session. I don't know.
I mean, you can.
That's the
What I'm
beauty of
looking
being a
for
player,
is
Raz.
what-
You don't have to consider his fun at all.
Yeah, I do.
What I am looking here from the players is what job, what score do you want to try and do first? Who's going on that score? I would suggest probably bring everyone to either score, but like if you want to split up and try and do 2 scores on top of each other, or try and do some other like contingent things, we can also do a little bit more information gathering about any. Like I guess I will allow some amount of information gathering for the ghost and the fence before you get started. That makes sense to me.
Let's just all do the first score first.
One, then the
I
do
think
one, then the other. After we get, like,
Robot Raz
you
is
are
back.
again out.
I think we hit the war treasury first, and here's why. We can hit the war treasury, take the 4 coins, and make it look like the crows did it. If these gangs are going to be at war anyway, we could frame them.
Ooh,
That's kind of what I was thinking
that's
about.
a good
Like
idea.
that's
that
kind
works
of what
well.
I was going to propose. Is we do something to get the 2 gangs focused on each other, and then we swoop in and we rob both of them.
Yeah, so if we hit this treasury and make it look like a crows operation, then the crows aren't looking at us when we go to sabotage their fence.
You reconnect to a different server, Raz?
I don't know how to. I know how to do this when it's just 2 people talking. I don't know how to do this on a server.
Is this a Discord thing or a tabletop thing?
This is a
Discord.
Discord thing.
Discord is weird, arcane magic. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I've never had to do it. I don't know.
I'm not sure either, unfortunately. Sorry.
Well, I mean, if this keeps going and I have to keep dropping from the call, I'm just going to drop from the session.
Yeah. Let's. If it happens again, I'll try and figure it out.
So help me figure this out.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Could be internet issues with your area too.
It could be, yeah. I'm trying to. I mean, if you guys aren't hearing anything, then like your side of the pond is fine.
Maybe Cloudflare is down again.
Well, if if
God.
Raz is having issues, then maybe I should be having issues too. I don't know. So I'm
No, it's got to be
probably
some.
West-
It's got to be something in Los Angeles.
DDoS attacks.
Okay, let me try something here in Discord.
Yeah, this might just be something I don't have access to.
Could be, yeah. Am I a server admin? Can I try something here?
I think doing that too.
All right, how about now? Does everyone sound
heard
good
it.
now?
I heard it
Hey.
disconnect, reconnect.
Yep.
Sound.
I
Everything's
mean,
separate.
he's been
Yeah.
fine since he reconnected, so I don't know what.
I
could
just
be.
gave it an explicit region instead of the auto region.
Okay. Well,
So we'll see if
Sounds
that
good.
fixes anything.
that's what I was looking for. Was how do I do that? And I guess I can't. That must be
Yeah.
something.
It's
new.
under the channel options.
Yeah, I just moved it
Yeah,
to
but-
US West, which should be good for everyone, I hope.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Are you
you.
still with us?
Right.
You're the only person I haven't heard yet.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, great.
He roboted a little, but yeah.
All right, so your plan is to try and hit the Red Sash's war chest first, right?
Yes.
All right. So, would you like to do any investigation? Would you like to make any investigation rolls? Red Sash is the top. That's the
What's-
lamp lights.
Oh, okay.
So Gideon suggests that when we go in there, we appear as part of the crows with some disguises. So I guess investigating would be finding out what they wear, what their typical garb is, how they act, so we can kind of replicate that.
I'm gonna reset my load.
Oh yeah, I should probably do.
All right.
that.
So, who would like to make a investigate roll to try and figure out how to appear like you're the crows as you're trying to steal this coin from the Red Sashes?
What would we call that? Would that be
I bet I could
Survey?
find like
survey?
I could find
Survey
like
would
a
be good.
haunt of theirs.
Like literal haunt or a
Well, that's true. In this world, that matters. I meant like where is an establishment that like they hang out and maybe listen in on them, observe them in detail.
The Crows or the Red Sashes?
Well, whoever we are going after first.
Well, you're going after the Red Sashes, but right now you're trying to get details about how to appear as crows.
Okay.
So that sounds like
Yeah,
survey.
it's
to
probably
me.
gonna be. It's probably
Yeah.
gonna be either Brick, McDowell, or Tribbles. They actually have survey.
I've got 1 dot in survey.
Yeah, I only have study.
Okay, so
I-
you're going to
I
try
could,
and
Well,
Good.
my suggestion would be to disguise oneself and get in good with a couple and find out what colors they wear, basically.
Oh, we don't have anybody that's got 2 survey.
No,
I've got consort. I've got consort.
I also
Just
have
be kind of
consort.
like, hey, hey, buddy, what's going on? Let's
Get all chummy
let's
with
have some. Yeah, get all chummy with them. Exactly.
Okay, I'll let
all right,
Ian
so I'm
take the
gonna say,
lead, and then I'll
who all is
assist
going
Ian.
on this
I-
job?
Looks like it's going to be
On this
me and Ian.
investigation? Okay.
I don't have dice. I need to take dice out of the bag and not complain about them.
So, it's in front of me. So, Lele and Ian, you are at the Leaky Bucket. It's a public eatery, tavern, and inn. It's run by a retired man who, at one point, was the leader of the Crows. His name is Martin. Go ahead and give me a. You were thinking you would do a consort here?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a consort roll for trying to find out more information about how you would present yourselves as members of the Crows for this this score. And so let me remind you, you can do help another, you can take a devil's bargain, and you can push yourself, are your options to get additional dice.
No, I'm good with just the 2, and I rolled a 5.
Okay. So on an investigation, a 5. So you talk. This is a very popular establishment with the Crows. The Crows are not a subtle group. They run a lot of protection rackets. They're not that much more advanced than street thugs, but they are pretty good street thugs, right? Like they have some amount of equipment. They have arms and armament. They have a decent number of people that can just, smash faces if that's what the job entails. So the 2 of you are there. You buy a couple of rounds of drinks, no cost a coin, for various people. Get them talking. Get a good look at the way some of the Crows are outfitting themselves. I'm going to say you go ahead and you do get some additional details, like you do get a feel for how you could present yourselves. However, for the partial failure, go ahead and tick 1 more heat on your crew sheet, because this is definitely talking openly about these kinds of criminal endeavors has definitely gotten the attention of a couple of blue cloaks drinking in the corner.
I will mark that.
All right.
There.
And the way we get rid of heat is we just let them
Oh, that's-
beat up on Chris some more.
That's-
Did
That's
this
the wrong
break
sheet.
again?
No.
Where is-
The crew sheet broke again?
Oh, it's
empty.
totally empty. Hold on.
Yeah,
No,
that happened
yeah, it
last time
did.
too. This
I
one is
have
not
a-
saving for some reason.
I have a backup of it.
Thank you.
Okay. So I will get to work on fixing
Yeah.
this.
All right, and now, so there's your gather information. Let me get the score information in front of me. So now I want you to. We're gonna step into the score. So you have to choose a plan and you have to supply a detail. You already know a rough idea of what you're trying to do is you're trying to get into the Red Sash's war chest, which you've been told the location of by the Lampback's leader. So your options here are assault, deception, stealth, occult, social, or transport. So you choose a method of engaging with the score, and then we will find a detail to help you. The critical piece of information allows you to accomplish that thing.
It's deception, isn't it? 'Cause we're using disguises.
Oh, I believe that's up to date now.
Okay,
I
thank you.
agree.
Do you guys want to try and deception?
Sorry, what are the choices again? Deception.
Assault,
here?
deception, stealth, occult, social, and transport.
I
So
mean,
you
I
are
kinda just
using
wanna use
disguises,
transport
but I
if we
will
have
point
a way
out
to get in there.
that you are disguising yourselves as members of a group that the Red Sashes are almost at open war with. A couple of brawls have broken out on the street between the two groups. So a deception would probably, and I'm not saying you can't do it, I'm just letting you know, a deception would probably entail openly fighting them at some point.
I could do that.
What about
I would-
stealth, maybe?
I would-
Like, we have all these underground maps and stuff. Like, aren't there tunnels or, like,
Yep.
waterways that we could use to get into their base? And then just, we happen to be wearing their colors, so...
The Red Sash, this is wrong. The Red Sashes are here. This is their sword fencing school.
Oh,
This is
man,
the
I
Crows,
can't do anything
This is the
right.
Lampbacks.
Okay. How do I-
You robot
So you,
him.
do you want to do
either-
a deception or a stealth at this point?
So if we do
I
stealth,
would
then
probably say-
we're sneaking in, we're taking the money, and we're planting evidence that the crows did it.
Okay.
So that sounds good.
If we
Yeah, it would either be-
then- God damn it.
I would either say assault, so they know that the crows were responsible. But if we don't want to do that, then probably stealth's the easier way.
I think if we ever choose assault at the outset, something has gone horribly wrong. So stealth seems to be the way to go.
Yeah, no, stealth does make a lot of sense to me on that.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Yeah,
try
I
and
think
sneak
so.
in? And what detail? How are you going to get in here? What is the plan to actually sneak into it? Is to use the underground maps you have? Are you trying to present yourselves as like members of the sword fighting school? Are you trying to hire their alchemists and then sneak inside after you have them distracted? What is the main piece of what is the main detail about the stealth plan?
So in our
This looks like a
research
duck,
about the
right?
crows, how do the crows typically conduct their jobs?
Openly and with violence.
So we just sneak in through a sewer grate, right? We come in using our knowledge of the
So
city's
you want to use your
waterways.
knowledge of the underground tunnels
Yeah.
and maps
Yeah,
to
the waterways.
try and
Yeah,
get in?
Yeah,
All
try
right.
that.
Excellent. And Raz, you sound fine right now. So let's go ahead and go to
Yeah, I'm
the
monitoring it now.
engagement roll. All right.
I've had to.
So first of
do
all,
this
is this plan particularly bold or daring?
Eh.
Well, I mean,
I'm gonna
we're-
say no.
I mean,
I'm
we're-
gonna say sneaking in underground is pretty. This is a pretty like routine way for you guys to get in and out of places. They
It's
probably have some
standard.
amount of defenses.
Mm-hmm.
Counterpoint, we're instigating a three-way gang war that is
If your
almost
plan was to
happening.
go in violently, or to deceive them into being crows that they have to fight, as opposed to people that are trying to sneak in, I would give it to you for being daring. But right now, I'm saying if you're sneaking in, that is not particularly bold, right?
Jurgen, you're looking
Like,
at this
you
the
don't
wrong
want
way.
them to even know you were ever there,
The gang war is going to happen no matter what we do. We're just finding a way to profit off
unless
the
you're
edges
trying to
of
do
it.
something to alleviate it.
Nah.
Nah,
No.
it's not our
Some
Right
job.
now
benefit
you
us,
have
right?
0D, 0 dice. Right now we have just the base die for the engagement roll. All right, is your plan's detail hitting them where they are the weakest? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say that they don't have any particular vulnerabilities underground. They've had this sword fighting school for generations. They know the ins and outs. The underground passages might not be known to the common people, but they at least have some idea of where people are coming or going. So I'm not going to give you a bonus here for the detail being anything particularly vulnerable for them. So now we get to the fun part. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight? And also, are any enemies or rivals interfering? I will tell you right now, unlike last week, there are no enemies or rivals interfering. So you're at a base of 0 dice.
So
I would
does a enemy or rival interfere and give us extra dice?
No, it gives you -1 die. Last time, Ghost's rival was working with a spirit trafficker inside the embassy
rival.
who had foreseen your assault, and that's why you got
Yeah.
-1 die in your engagement roll last time.
Look at how well that worked out for him.
No comment.
Can my possessor friend help by?
You have not
causing
been able to
checks?
contact your possessor friend since the incident with the lightning, actually.
Oh, okay, sad.
Normally, when you get there's some like give and take with your allies and enemies for favors. Your possessor friend did excite the ghost spirit last time, and you have not been able to contact them since.
Okay, then I got nothing.
I don't think I can rely on a locksmith every mission.
I mean, you can. It might just get expensive. But yeah, I don't know that he has anything particular here.
Yeah.
It's a sword fighting school.
The foreign sword fighting school. Red Sashes are also known as drug lords. They make fine Avarian drugs and weird alchemical concoctions of Avarian origin.
And you said that they hired Heinz?
No, the Lamplights,
Hmm.
the Lampbacks have hired Heinz as a doctor because they're, actually fighting people in the streets right now. If you wanted, you could bring him in as I would see him as a viable, he's heard some stuff about this from some of the people that have fought him.
Well, I know a physicker. Can I see if can I get them can I get Sawtooth the physicker to approach them for a potential job, and then maybe have him open a couple of doors, stuff like that for us?
Well, you're going in through the underground, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't if you have someone who comes in,
Unlatches a couple of grates, that kind of stuff. Slide some cardboard in some doors so they don't latch.
I mean, he could try and take a job there. Okay, so he's willing to do that. He's willing to get a job there. If you guys want to set up a day or two in advance, he's willing to also do the same thing Heinz is doing and get a job at the Sword Fighting Academy to try and treat some of the injured from these street brawls that are breaking out. But he thinks that's going to put him in a lot of risk. And because of that, he's going to want a cut. He's going to want 1 coin of the payment for the job.
1 coin of the 4, right? Yeah.
We do have 4 in the vault, so I think that would be fine to spend if we wanted to have that assurance.
I'm putting myself in a lot of danger. Have you met an Avarian sword fighter? They are not people you fuck with, my friend.
I've fought an Avarian sword fighter. They are perfectly fine to fuck with.
Now, when you say fuck with...
So you want to bring in Sawtooth with the understanding that he'll want a bit of the cut because he's going out of his way to expose himself here?
Or...
Yes, I don't mind that.
So he's going to go around. He's going to, like you're saying, loosen grates. You give him some instructions. I'll go ahead and give you another die on the engagement roll because you have a person on the inside working to soften up the complex before you enter.
Also, I want everybody to know Jurgen did not mean fight.
Yep.
Yeah, we know.
We're aware.
And I'm going to give you 1 last die because they are currently engaged in a 3-way gang war. So they are distracted. So this is going to be the engagement roll.
Hey, there's
You got a 6. Excellent. Controlled situation. All right. So, the 5 of you, middle of the day, make your way through a ancient underground labyrinth of twisting passageways. You make your way through Crow's Foot, descending somewhere, pop up in the middle of the Red Sashes sword fighting school. You're on the lowest level, quiet as the dead. There's no one down here. You make your way up.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, everyone should select a load.
Select a load. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, I thought you were.
No,
Pausing.
I forgot. I completely forgot. You make your way up. You pick. Uh, Scarlet picks a couple of locks on the way. They thought this place was pretty they didn't have a lot of preparation for this part for being assaulted from this direction because they thought it was pretty well done. Scarlet has no problem popping open the locks. Two ghosts seem to get your attention in the lowest level as you approach, but with no problem, Ghost can manage to ward them back, get them to turn their attention from you. So, the five of you are making your way up. You have a reasonable good idea of where they're keeping a lot of coin, just a lot of open material wealth that they're planning to use to buy weapons and hire soldiers for this war. The first time you actually encounter a problem that isn't just you've planned for this, you've assaulted this, is you're standing about 50 feet away from what you believe to be the door to their treasury. There are two swordsmen in red cloaks who are obviously just there standing guard. They haven't seen you yet, but they do have armed guards on the treasury. What do you do?
How brightly lit is that room? that
The
they're
area
guarding
out, they can't see you. You're still in the darkness. There is a single sconce hanging from the ceiling in the area where they are. They can probably see about 30 or 40 feet away. You're maybe 50 or 60 feet down the hall.
So it's a long
I would guess
hallway.
that Scarlet
so-
has slipped ahead and has gotten a good look at them and is reporting back to you around a corner
Okay.
that this is the first resistance you find is armed guards literally in front of the treasury.
So this is not something where sneaking up to them and holding a dagger to one's throat and threatening the other would be viable because it's a long hallway.
It's probably a little bit too exposed for that.
Okay, so
You might be able to. It would be extremely difficult. You're in a good position to start.
because I'm confident in my ability to
You
sneak
might
around.
need.
I
You
have
would
a shadow
probably need a
cloak.
distraction to do something like that.
Yeah, well,
If they were looking away, you could maybe cover that distance before they could turn back to you, but you would definitely need something to distract them.
okay. I could sneak up to them and threaten one with a dagger or a pistol. What other options do we have? Anything that makes a loud bang?
That
She-
is
she
probably
looks at
not
Jurgen.
ideal.
We don't. Well, I mean, we don't want to make noise, right? Because if we raise an alarm,
You're pretty. You're 3 floors below the main areas that people are actually on. These guys might be on their own. They might not actually have a good opportunity to raise an alarm, at least not quickly.
What are the chances? I'm looking at a skirmish check and maybe a finesse check. So here's what we do. I'm assuming Jurgen's got the skirmish. Is that fair to say?
I've got 2 in skirmish.
So we position Jurgen because we came up out of the waterways.
Yep.
Position Jurgen back by the waterways. Somebody else with a really good finesse. I've only got 1 dot. Do we have anybody with a 2?
I've got 1 dot in finesse.
Because if we look like crows, one of us enters their periphery so they see this crow intruder, lead them on a merry chase, because I'm assuming only one will leave the door, to follow them back where Jurgen has his position to drop them into the sewer. And then that's
I would.
Scarlet's distraction to come up and put a pistol against the other one and tell him to stand down.
I like that idea. I would say it's maybe a prowl to try and draw them off.
I have nothing in prowl.
I have 2 in
Likewise.
prowl. I could do
Like
the
I was-
distraction if somebody else wants to.
Finesse would be a little more once. Finesse would be more like getting the dagger against their back without them noticing it once you're up close. I would say prowl or
Okay.
yeah, prowl probably make prowl or even maybe hunt. I think would make a little bit more sense for trying to lead one of them off.
So we can have Scarlet lead the one away to where Jurgen can dump him into the drink, and then maybe Gideon can sneak up and put the gun next to the other one. That's the kind of work that Gideon likes to do, right?
I think there's yeah, okay.
Briss is
he-
AFK right now.
We can. Does anybody? So on my items list, and we've already established. Like I asked this before, I can give things to other people. I can hand over a scary weapon or tool, and like, if you want, you could use that to threaten somebody.
All right, Scarlet,
Yep,
you run.
I'll also point.
Scarlet runs
I'll
the
also point out the
distraction.
other option you have here is to narrate a flashback about how you prepared for this before you left.
I don't think we need a flashback. I think we got this taken care of. Scarlet runs the distraction. Jurgen dunks the first guard into the drink. I will sneak up and intimidate the second one because I've got my ability that lets me use any skill as any other skill.
Can
Is that what we want to try and do?
Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
And you're going to give Scarlet an intimidating weapon?
Yeah, I have a thing to give a scary weapon or.
Or I
tool.
guess you're going to give it to Lele, right? She's going to be the
Yeah.
one doing the.
Scarlet doesn't need a weapon. She's just gonna be like luring one off.
Yep.
into-
What
So
skill
why don't you
are
go
you?
ahead?
What,
I'm going
what
to handle
skill?
this as Jurgen, go
Yeah.
ahead and mark off the load for an unusual weapon.
Well, I have scary weapon or tool on my just
Yep.
items.
Okay,
list.
that's a good one. Yeah, scary weapon or tool, your class one. Yep. Playbook. Now I am going to require that Lele take one load for that. I don't know if there's a miscellaneous extra load place. I would say just check your blade or two.
Yeah, let's do that.
That's probably the easiest way to do it. And then, so if you drop this at some point, you still have, like, this doesn't count against your total load. It counts against Jurgen's total load. But in this scene, like, so you can drop it or hand it back. In the
I'll give it
future,
back
but
when I'm done.
that's how that's how I'm handling, like, the passing equipment around in terms of load.
Works
So
for me.
it sounds like the first part of this plan is a distraction, which, what do you want to roll for that, Scarlet?
I'm gonna roll lurk.
Okay, I think that's reasonable. Do you want to?
Oh,
so
sorry,
you're-
I guess it'd be prowl. Sorry.
Yeah, prowl.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Now I
take
want
a
to.
devil's bargain, push yourself, or get help?
Well, I want to see. Can I use my fine shadow cloak in a way that like helps confuse this guy, make this more effective?
You can. The shadow cloak is. The shadow
'Cause,
cloak
like,
makes it
yeah.
easy for you to move through the darkness unseen. Since you're kind of intentionally trying to be seen, I'll say that it probably won't apply in this situation.
Okay. I feel like the silence potion is probably going to do something along the same lines. Like, I don't want him to like lose track of me and then just go back. So, I'd really like this to succeed, so I'm going to push myself.
Go ahead and mark off the stress, then roll your. Yeah, you don't want a
Yeah.
devil's bargain.
Well, no.
Okay, go ahead. And
Maybe
so
not- maybe
mark
not
off
this
the
early.
stress and
Yeah, it's 2 to push, right?
Yep. Mark off
Okay.
the stress and.
Okay.
I
Make
would
your
like
roll.
to save my free
I have
assist.
I have a 6.
You got a 6. Excellent. In
Yeah.
a controlled position, a 6 is you do it. So, what do you do to get this guy's attention but stealthily?
I make a small amount of noise.
Mhm.
I see these guys in the distance. I make enough noise that it sounds like I made a misstep or something, and then I just
Sure.
bolt away from the party in the distance.
You step to
in-
the edge of the corner.
Yeah,
you mind
in
if I-
such a. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You step to the edge of the corner, and you load your pistol, and you make a point of loading your pistol loudly. You could normally do this pretty well without making a lot of noise, and then you just the slightest swear, and you catch yourself about halfway through, all play acting, and then you start running, and the first couple of steps are not as quiet as you would normally be.
Yeah.
The two guards turn to each other. Is anyone Estolvian in the group? Or have an Estolvian background?
I don't think so.
Okay, so like the
I
Far
don't
East
think so.
Persian. They speak to each other in a language I would guess none of you speak. And one of them runs off and runs right past your group down the hallway where Scarlet went.
Would you like me to mark off that I had brought a pistol in my load?
You can choose. Yeah, I would use night. I mean, that was me narrating. So if you want to try something else, like
Sure. Why not? Like, I don't see why not.
like you had talked about putting a pistol to the guy's head, so I think that's reasonable.
No, I think this is good for the scene.
So you go ahead and mark off a pistol on your load. I think the next thing we're going to do is sneaking up and threatening the other guard.
Mm-hmm.
So Lele, how would you like to do that?
I don't even know if I need to be sneaky. I think I just because he's gonna the guy's gonna run off after Scarlet. The other one's gonna be in front of the door. I'm gonna take just advantage of his distraction to come up behind him and use command
Okay.
to tell him to stand down. Like,
I think that's a reasonable use of command. Would you like teamwork, pushing yourself for a doubles bargain?
walk me through just real quick the mechanics of the Devil's Bargain.
The devil's bargain is adding a die to get a consequence that cannot be avoided regardless of whether you succeed or fail.
I've got 2 dice on this roll. I don't think I need it here. I think I'm just gonna roll.
Yep.
All right.
So you're in a controlled position, and you are rolling a command.
I have a 2 and a 3.
You falter. You either withdraw and try a different. Let's see. Or withdraw. What does that actually mean? So. Okay, so you try sneaking up on the guy. Is there a specific item you're going to try and use to, like you said, what weapon did you want? You want to use this wicked-looking weapon that
Yeah,
Jurgen
what did Jurgen
handed to
hand
you,
me?
right?
What am I carrying?
All right,
You're gonna
so I am. God help me. The only thing that came to mind is remember the Adam West Batman movie where he's running trying to get rid of the bomb, like the comical round bomb. Like Jurgen just pulls a round cannonball bomb out of his pocket and hands it to Lele and gives her a thumbs up, and then goes and gets in place.
Okay, well now it's very clear on why I'm faltering. So I take 3 steps and I look at this thing and I'm like, wait a minute, this is not going to work. Because in order for me to
right, so
intimidate the guy with this, I have to blow both of us up.
So I'm going to move the situation to risky at this point.
Sure.
You walk up, you present this wicked-looking alchemical object. He looks at you. He looks at the object. He's like, "I don't think you'll do it," and he draws his sword. Meanwhile, down at the drink, Scarlet, you have successfully led the second guard to a small sewer grate where water is running through, and Jurgen is waiting. Jurgen, the guard, runs up. He loses sight of Scarlet in the darkness, and he's standing there, scimitar drawn, looking around. He hasn't seen you yet. What do you do?
I jump on his back and go, ha! And throw him in the hole.
You gonna throw him into the drink?
Yeah, just pick him up bodily over my head and
Mhm.
throw him in the hole.
I think I'm gonna say that that's a skirmish. Does that sound right to you?
Yeah.
Sorry, you're supposed to tell me what.
Yeah, I'm planning on using skirmish. I don't think
Yes,
that's
yes.
finesse.
No. All right, and
Depends on where
do you
you
want to
grab
take
it.
anything else for this roll?
Let's see.
So you have Devil's Bargain, push yourself, or getting aid from someone else. The only
What is
person
a-
right now who could assist you is Scarlet, or I would let Ian do it as part of like a very short flashback, like Ian did something Ian helped you prepare with, since he has the ability to help people for free.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Question: what is a Rage Essence vial?
Rage Essence vials make the user. I mean, they're basically they're magical kind of drugs that make you much more violent.
Oh,
So
okay.
you drink it, you don't throw it at somebody.
You could do either, or you could force someone to drink it.
All right. Let's just go. I'm just gonna do the 2 dice. That's fine.
Huh.
They work for Brick Road.
Did it? So you're currently
Yeah,
in a
re-
risky
remains
situation because of the fumble upstairs. That's a two.
That's a 1 and a 2.
This is going well.
Yep.
All right, so you're in a desperate position now. The situation has devolved quickly. So, swordsman comes up. You try and grab him, and he just whips around and slices that sword across your belly. I'm going to give you a level 2 harm of badly slashed. Would you like to resist that?
Yes.
Okay.
Because Jurgen is wearing armor.
That drops to level 1. Would you like to resist it as well with one of your defensive stats? I've decided you can do multiple resistances on the same arm.
Okay, what do you mean with defensive stats?
So it would be rolling. In this case, it would be prowess to resist a physical harm. So you will take some stress in exchange for dropping it from a level
Yes.
1 harm to nothing.
You have
Yes.
a pretty good
All
shot.
right, how many dots do you have in prowess?
4.
I'm seeing 3. It only counts the first dot in each
Only
action.
the first round.
Oh, 3. Okay, okay.
All right,
Yeah.
so roll a d6 and subtract 3 from the result.
Wait. Hold on. I thought you rolled 3d6.
No, this is
Yeah?
not a dice pool mechanic. This works differently. All right, you
So-
suffer no stress.
Okay.
So your armor catches the blade, and you manage to roll back with it against the wall. So now he's standing there, his sword out. He fishes the dagger out of his cloak, and steps towards you menacingly. He hasn't seen Scarlet still. Meanwhile, back at the vault. Leela, you're standing there with this explosive device in your hand, presented to the guy. He's kind of calling you on it. He's walking forward. He has not seen your 2 companions standing in the shadows yet. What do you do?
Well, it doesn't have to be like a kill explosive. I just want to point that out. It could be a flashbang. It could be a.
Huh?
You described a Wile E. Coyote cartoon bomb.
I did.
Yeah, those aren't fatal. You can get blown up in the face with one of those and you're fine.
Yeah, 40% of the time you don't die.
Yeah, but my
Right.
duckbill will end up on the back of my head.
Right.
It's a
I did
major
describe
problem.
a Wile E. Coyote bomb, but it's up to you what the bomb does. I just handed you a scary tool, weapon or tool.
So the guy's he's drawing his sword and he's starting in on you. He doesn't think you have the nerve to detonate a device in this cramped chamber.
At this point, can I step up? Can I step up and try to, like, I don't know, chloroform him or something?
Is that what you want to try and do? You want to try and sneak behind him? Do you have an item that would do that? Vial of Slumber Essence?
I don't have one marked currently, but
So remember, the load is a limit, and as you pull things out of your cloak during the score, you mark them off. So you
yeah.
have you have Schrodinger's these items until you
Okay.
use them.
Okay, got it.
All right. So getting up behind him without being seen, how are you intending to do that while he's focused on Lele? And right now you are in a desperate situation, by the way.
I would like to do some finesse on that.
Finesse will let you get it over his mouth, but he'd still see you coming, so there's going to be some difficulty there. Like, finesse is the right thing to check, but that he'll probably be able to, because he'll see you coming, he'd probably be able to get a slash off on you with his drawn sword before.
Can Gideon also step out of the shadows to help pull this guy's attention?
Yeah, if you want to do that, you can. If you aid another, you can take 1 stress to add an extra die to Ian's check, but you will also suffer the consequences. So the 2 of you, as he's distracted looking at this explosive device, can bum rush him together, and Ian will try and get the slumber vial down his throat. Would you like to take a devil's bargain or push yourself, Ian?
I'm gonna push myself.
All right, go ahead and mark off 2 stress. Take another die.
Yeah.
I think you're at 4 now.
3 by my count, because I only have
You
one
have
finesse.
1 for your dot. You have 1
Yep.
for aid, and you
That's-
have 1 for pushing yourself, right?
Yep.
And would you like a devil's bargain?
No.
Okay, and you're taking the 1 stress ghost for aiding.
Yeah.
Ooh,
There's a
good.
6.
All right,
Nice.
that's 6. First of all, mark an EXP for finesse, for prowess, because you're doing this in a desperate situation. So the 2 of you rush him. He manages to get both his sword and his dagger across both of your chests. I would like you to take a level 1 harm. Take or resist a level 1 harm of lightly sliced.
I'm gonna resist.
So
Alright.
what's the calculation for resist?
In this case, do you want to resist with armor, or are you resisting with prowess, or both? Do you want to resist with armor or with prowess? Ghost?
Armor first, proud a second.
All right, so mark off 2 load for armor, and that drops the level 1 harm to 0, so you're fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna take
Ian, would
armor
you like
as well.
to resist?
Yeah, I'm gonna take armor as well.
Sweet.
All right. So he slashes the scimitar between the two of you. It glances off the armor under your cloaks. Ian grabs the guy. Ghost holds him down, and Ian pours the vial down his throat, and he falls to the ground catatonic. Meanwhile, back at the sewer grate, Jurgen, the other swordsman, is advancing on you, flipping his dagger around in his offhand, aiming his sword right at where he just slashed, and the armor took the blow, but you're pretty sure it won't take another hit like that without getting wrecked. What do you do? Also, remember, Scarlet is also here.
Triple.
Oh, sorry. I mean, I'm going to wrestle him down to the ground and try and like lock him up with my manacles and chain, and then throw him into the water.
Which ability do you think will do that?
Skirmish again, unless I'm just not allowed to skirmish him twice in a row.
Yeah, that's skirmish again. You are in a desperate situation, so go ahead and take a XP under prowess.
How can I help with this?
So you can. The basic assist is that you take a stress and add a die, but you would also suffer any consequences.
How many dice do you currently have?
That's
2?
2. Do I get a third one for using the manacles?
No, I'm going to say that's the reason you could do this to begin with, without
Okay.
actually like. He's got a sword. You don't have a weapon out. The manacles is the only reason you even have a chance to get him down, wrestle him, and not have him just stab you to pieces.
Have
I'm
you
gonna say
already rolled?
Pulling out the manacles allows you to
No.
make the roll. It does not
Okay.
improve the roll.
I'm going to assist you in an undescribed manner and take a
And would
stress
you like
to add a
to
dice.
push yourself or take a devil's bargain here?
I'm going to take a devil's bargain.
You can take an extra die by giving into the quiet, omnipresent whispers you've actually been hearing this whole time of the ghost of a man drowned in this very sewer. But doing so would probably open you up to more urges from the various ghosts of the unquiet dead in the area. Would you like that devil's bargain?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you're just hearing in your voice. You hear in the back of your mind, drown him. Let him just watch the life leave his lungs. And you give into it, and you feel another presence. It can't take you over. But it definitely is like in changing the way you're thinking right now. So go ahead and roll it. You are at desperate position with 4 dice.
I did. I got
critical success.
6, 6, 5, and
Critical
2.
success. All right.
So I not for nothing, but I was already going to throw the manacled man into the water,
Uh-huh. Yep.
into the
So
sewer.
you get behind, you get past his sword, you grab one of his arms, you lock him in a wrestling hold, you pull the other arm, his shoulder definitely pops out of the socket.
Gross.
Scarlet pulls the manacles out of one of your pouches and hands them to you as you latch them around him. You think for a moment that you could probably just put him in the drink and he'd be fine. Like, you could throw him in there, he wouldn't be able to get up. You could probably weight the manacles down with something. And an otherworldly voice in your head convinces you the better thing to do is just put a rock on top of him. So that's what you do. You shove him under the water, you feel under there for the heaviest loose piece of stone, and you put it on his head. And then you stand up, and Scarlet, you can hear him saying in a voice that is not Jurgen's own, "Ah, yes, he's not getting up." Meanwhile, back at the vault, the second guard is incapacitated. You are now standing in front of the vault door, but it is unfortunately locked, and a quick search of his person does not find a key.
All right. How long is it going to take us to run back to the sewer grate and get out of here?
Probably not very long. You made a pretty good entrance.
Mm-hmm. Does it look like this ridiculous bomb could open this door?
Yes.
So we drag the
I think we
guard
set up-
away so he doesn't get caught in the
Yeah.
explosion. Use
Yeah.
the bomb to open the door.
Mhm.
And I think
that
that
would typically, I believe, Tinker would make the most sense.
I have no dots in Tinker.
so not only did he hand me a bomb, he handed me a bomb I can't even use. Jurgen, we're gonna
We're gonna have a talk about.
Like what Jurgen keeps in his pockets?
I feel like every time we get back to base, somebody gets a talking to.
Probably.
And this week it's
Any of us
Jurgen.
have Tinker? None of us have Tinker.
I mean, that. See, that would. If I had demolition tools, I could wipe that. That would wipe out my load for the time being.
Well, I mean, I'll just click burglary gear on the load.
Okay.
That'll get me.
Okay.
And then you're going to try and work the lock open quietly.
You know what? Let me take a look at my skills, actually. Because we might not want to pick this lock cleanly.
Why I was. Well,
well,
that's why I handed
would
you a bomb.
How are
would
you
the
for
crows pick a lock?
How are you for
Yeah.
wreck, Ian?
Abysmal.
Abysmal.
I got 1 dot in a wreck.
Okay.
I'll let you use the bomb to add an additional dock to wreck.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like we're making it look like a crow hit, so there's no need to just
Yeah.
sneak in and sneak out. So yeah, I'm gonna hand the
True.
Wile E. Coyote bomb to Gideon, while Ian and I get the guard a safe distance away to make sure he's not caught in the explosion.
Right, go ahead and roll a Rick with an extra die for that bomb. Gideon, is there anything else you'd like to do?
I would like
Um,
to. I would like to assist us with some foresight, and
Okay.
this is how the detonation device works. This is how we do it. So you will have
Yep,
exactly
you
10
instruct them on
seconds to
how-
get the hell away.
So you can still take a devil's bargain or push yourself if you want, Ghost.
No, Gideon's good with 3 dice, and she
Okay.
will cackle wildly as she sets it off. With 2 sixes.
Nice.
All right, you're going to go ahead and mark an EXP for whatever category Wreck is in because you're doing this under desperate situations.
That would be prowess.
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 So Ghost sets the bomb. She listens to Ian's advice. She lights the fuse. The three of you make your way back around the corner with the guard stashed on the ground. There's an explosion. The entire building shakes. You hear the door fall off its hinges and into the room. At about this time, I would say that the other two also arrived back at the corner where you were hiding around from the vault.
All right, now so we just go in there and steal everything, not nailed down.
Yeah.
As quickly
Alright.
as possible.
So the 5 of you run inside. There is a wealth of precious and semi-precious stones, metal objects. Basically as much loot as all of you can carry. I'm going to say there is a 14 coin worth of loot here.
14. We were told 4. I thought.
No, that's
You
our
were
cut.
told you would get 4 and that that he expected there to be about 12 worth.
Oh, so we can only take 4.
Well, we could.
Well,
No,
we
no, we
have
take
to
all
pay.
of it. We pay all of it to our lamp back, but we get 4 as our cut.
Oh, okay.
I think we keep
Yeah.
or
5.
if he was only expecting 12, then we give him 12 and keep 6.
Yeah.
That is also something that we could do as long as they don't find out.
Yeah. No, you're right. And that's
We have
exactly what we're doing.
So,
We have to pay
especially
the
between
physical.
Jorgen and the rest of you, you managed to split up large amounts of precious and semi-precious money, a couple of nice-looking objects, and a good amount of just raw coin. You're making your way out. I'm going to require one more check as a group to avoid anyone who might have been alarmed by the bomb. You can definitely tell that shook the whole building.
hmm
There are definitely going to be people heading down here quickly. So how are you going to avoid anyone catching you on the way back to your exit?
I'm going to.
Is there an obvious Oh, sorry.
or following you through the sewers afterward, through the tunnels afterwards.
Lead them
Are there
astray by leaving part of our disguises behind to make them think that the crows escaped a different direction. Put them on a goose
Well,
chase.
this is a good time for a flashback where like
What were you asking, Raz?
I was gonna say, are there any obvious like choke point entrances from above that we could barricade or quickly like obstruct?
I would let
I
you
mean, I
potentially
can-
have done that had your person on the inside do that in a flashback.
I could also have done that with the assist on this with my second foresight score ability.
What were you asking? Trouble?
I was gonna say this seems like a good time for a flashback.
Mm-hmm.
They're already doing that, so I am.
Okay, so do you want to have a flashback, Ian and Sawtooth, talking about how you're going to barricade the door, a very specific door, in order to prevent them from following you through the sewers?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say normally this would cost 1 stress, but you can go ahead and roll off, check off your other foresight for the score to do this.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
So you and Sawtooth are sitting there 2 days ago in a tavern where Jorgen arranged for the two of you to meet and talk about the details of the job. You can tell he's already counting the coin he's getting paid for this in his head, but he seems
Yep.
to be loyal. Like, he seems to be on the up and up with you at least. He's like, okay. And according to this map, if this door here, if like something were to happen where it'll be like jammed, it'd take a while for them to follow you down into the tunnels, right?
Correct.
All right, I think we can arrange for that to happen. I think it looks like over here there's this alchemy lab. I might need something from that lab to patch somebody up after they coming off the street. I might be able to find a way to make my way down there at some point.
Very good.
And up above, though you can't see it, 3 red sash swords people prying open this door, and it just doesn't open. There's something jamming it. They don't know. They're yelling out in a language you don't speak. And you're all gone through the passages underground. You're in the main network of underground halls, and you're out of Crowsfoot before anyone even makes it down to the level with the vault.
And best of all, we got away clean without killing anybody.
As far as Lele knows.
No, the let me think here. Like, as
guard,
you're looting the
yeah.
place, you hear the bell. Everyone in the city hears the bell toll.
God damn it, Gideon.
It wasn't me.
All right, so go ahead and let's go to the. All right, so your plan was to pay him the 12 we expected to have there and take 6 for yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why
All
don't
right,
we
go ahead and mark off. Are you going to pay Sawtooth or are you going to short him?
No, we'll pay
we're
him.
gonna Pay him.
No.
Okay, so that sounds like you're getting five coin.
There is no space in the vault. So I guess we all just take one.
Yep.
Okay.
So what is this stash thing? That's money that's like not readily available.
Yes, you can move money into your stash. If you have to liquidate your stash, it comes out at 2 to 1.
Okay.
The goal, the way you win the game, is to have 30 in your stash when your character retires.
1/30th of the way there, guys. Well done.
At the
All right,
rate
let's
we're
see here.
going.
I'm going to say that you go ahead and get your base 2 rep here. So please mark 2 rep on your crew sheet.
Okay, I can do that. Dude.
Because you did this job for the lampbacks and you did pay them a lot, I'm going to say you do not have to pay off a crime boss. You're effectively already doing that by accepting this job for him and giving him the lion's share of the coin. I'm going to go ahead and say, go ahead and put +1 on your faction sheet with the lampbacks.
Where is that? That's here.
And then I'm just going to do a fate roll, see how good your disguises were, and whether or not the red sashes can trace this back to you, or they actually fall for it being the crows. So I'm going to say on a success, they think it was the crows. I think you did. I can't think of any special. Yeah, I can't think of any special circumstances that would give you more than 1 die for luck. So let's see how this goes. 1. Go ahead and take -1 with the red sashes. You maybe would have been able to get away with it, but like between the murder has them a lot more on edge, and they do a lot more digging after the fact to find out what actually happened in that job. And because of that, it's not that they don't dislike the crows anymore, but they definitely have your gang on their hit list now.
God damn it, Jurgen.
I feel like we need
And
a.
let's see. I would say that you would take 3 heat. 2 from the explosive means used to get into the vault, and 1 from the murder.
It's the wrong track.
All 3 of those were Jurgen's fault.
Jurgen is taking the beating this time.
All right, and then we have engagements and then downtime. Let's see. So what is your heat level right now?
6.
6.
So you have a single engagement roll, but because you have no wanted level, I roll 2 and keep the lowest because your wanted level is currently 0, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. That is a 4. And heat 5 plus. Oh, this already. You know what? This. What? I got a. I had something for this that plays in perfectly already, but I gotta wait for Chris to get back. Do you want to take like a 5-minute break?
Sure.
Okay.
Come back in 5 minutes. Good score, everybody.
Okay, I'll be right back.
So next time I say I pull an item out for you, you describe it because my brain goes places, and I cannot help that my brain went to Cartoon Bomb. In fact, it's Brickroad's fault for not recognizing that I was
Trouble.
going to do that.
Trouble.
What?
Shameful.
Shifting. It's Brickroad's fault.
Shameful.
Probably, yeah, a little bit, a little shameful, but you know what? I don't care.
Quincy's a cute girl. She's being very cute.
Is that the dog you're fostering?
Oh, we adopted her.
Oh,
Yeah. She's very food aggressive, but other than that, she's a sweetheart.
Okay, I'm back. Let me know if everybody else is back.
I did not go anywhere.
Nor I.
Back. I just had to hit the head.
Yep, same. Everybody else back yet, or still waiting?
I think they're still waiting on Chris.
Yeah,
He's the one that.
facilitated this.
Yeah, I don't know what real fast means to him.
All in all, I'd say that went decently well. Although dead people on
I don't know, it just-
on the backswing was a little rough.
Yeah, this one's all Jurgen's fault.
I mean, don't listen to ghosts.
Fiend-
That's just it.
We get back to the base. The first
That's
thing
the moral
Lele
for
does
everyone.
is sighs dejectedly and erases the big board that says it has been 1 day since.
Yeah. There is a stern talking down to from Scarlet, and it involves the word savage.
I mean,
So you're back.
We at least got up to 6.
You're back in your headquarters. You're sitting around a as a group. You finish counting up your coin. You're kind of like, there are some stern talking tos happening, but you're sitting in a room with a ancient kind of gothic fountain that spills down. Gargoyle high up spills down into a small pool in the center of the room. You'd been talking about turning, where you would put the blackjack tables in this room was the most recent thing you'd done with it. It just seemed like a good place to gather around and divide up your coin. When an otherworldly being manifests inside the water and floats up to the surface. So this is the complication here. The engagement is demonic notice.
Oh god.
She looks at Ghost. She looks Ghost dead in the eyes. Her hair she looks largely human with kind of elemental watery-ish and dark figure. Kind of blurs along the edges as if she was a corpse that had laid in a canal for weeks. Her hair, in fact, all over, she has long dark hair and it kind of flows around her as if she's deep underwater, just rotting through like just a corpse you would see at the bottom of one of the canals. Hello, killer. She says with a giant smile on her face, looking at
Why is she
Ghost.
looking at me? I didn't kill anybody this time. That's not my complication.
Oh, you're right. There's 2 of you now. I had noticed you before and just not had an opportunity to make my presence known. And she looks at Jurgen with the same sort of sing-songy smile. Allow me to introduce myself. You may call me Aida. I was wondering if maybe your group had developed a taste for killing. I think there might be some opportunities in it for you.
We
I
all
can
see
assure you,
this, right?
Yes,
any
this is
killing we have done
and
has
you
been
all know
truly
that this is
excellent.
a demon. Like this is not something that only one person sees. This is not an ambiguous creature of any nature. This is a full-on capital D demon.
Yeah, I can assure you, any killing we have done has been entirely coincidental and accidental.
Well, I'm sure you can arrange to make some accidents happen that would please me, wouldn't you?
Scarlet's gonna leave the room, but like listen in on this conversation. She doesn't want anything to do with the demon.
Jurgen does not wish to listen to the ghosts anymore. And he's gonna leave.
I think Lele needs to stay and make sure Gideon doesn't make a deal with this demon.
Gideon,
Yeah. Ian sits.
how would
sits
you
d-
like you to mark off both your ally and your enemy? And I would like you to check both boxes under Strange Friends and put down Aida, a sea devil.
Nice. How do you spell her name?
Aida.
I wonder if she knows trade winds.
Does she make offers that we forget
She
about?
immediately begins making you offers for both assassination and also just general. She begins offering you scores effectively for either assassinations or just general, like, brute squad kind of shit. As long as someone dies, she's happy. As long as anyone dies, drowning is great. Lightning, she loved that, by the way. Lightning, totally in with lightning. Any more lightning you want to use, she's there.
That's
So-
good to know. Positive reinforcement.
What you're gonna have to do here, you can accept a score. You can agree to accept a score from her in the future. This is the engagement, or you can forfeit 3 rep to stay on the down low until she loses interest in you. Or you can try and figure out some other way to deal with this demon who now has just so much interest in your group now that you've killed 3 people in the last 2 weeks.
Ooh.
She just loves that. Loves that
Who-
for you.
Who is the third person?
The person you drowned.
Who is the second person?
The cultist in the embassy.
Gideon
Killed 2
fried
first
2 of
person.
them.
Yeah, I got 2
Oh,
long ago.
Okay, all right. Well, there was
I
three
already had
instances,
this roll.
but,
I already had this worked out as a consequence, but hey, the entanglement table just gave it to me.
Yeah.
So would you like to lose 3 rep? Would you like to agree to do a future assassination or violence deal? Or would you like to try and find some other way to deal with this demon and just leave it hanging?
What if we agree to do a murder in like 5 more sessions? Because we'll be playing fun at that point.
I'm gonna say it'll have to be in the next 2 jobs.
Is there any way to
I
trick a
wanna-
demon?
Yes, that is absolutely. You can attempt to trick a demon. That is something you can try to do.
We need to trick this demon. Because we
Yeah.
obviously
yeah.
we obviously can't take an assassination job, but we also obviously can't give up 3 rep.
All right,
Right.
so
That's all we've made.
the demon tells you this and informs you that she'll be back. Just look to the waters, and then she dissolves back into the fount. The rest of you can discuss exactly how you want to trick this demon now.
Let's move to the desert.
There is no desert.
The desert is full of ghosts and does not have spark gates.
I feel like that would increase our demon problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Planet's haunted.
I'm
They
also
can only.
gonna,
Sorry, they
if
can
you
only
want, we
materialize.
can go ahead and
through-
go into downtime actions just mechanically. Like that was the end of your entanglements. So if you guys want to get started on downtime actions, or we can go role play through what you want to do about this demon.
Yeah, we need to
Well,
discuss this demon. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Ryan.
after a while I have thoughts about it. So, she only materializes through water. Is that what she said?
I can give you some basics to things that you guys would probably Ghost could inform you about the way demons work. Demons are somewhat elemental or not. They have an elemental nature. Demons can teleport. So like a water demon can teleport through water. The more powerful the demon, the farther they can teleport, and the more people they can take with them. It doesn't mean she can only go through water. It just means she can literally teleport in addition to everything else she can do.
Okay, so boarding up this fountain and like cementing it over is not going to help.
She can just walk in the front door if she wants. It's
Yeah,
just-
okay.
This is the way she prefers to travel.
All right, I have a crazy
She's
idea.
right here, you Chan.
So there's this
Well, look at
magic
the
bell
crystal
that
ball.
goes off across the city anytime anyone dies. Would it be
Okay.
possible to ring that bell any other time?
You could try. Like that is something that you could try to do.
Yeah. So
Right.
we set up a
Do you want to go
situation.
physically? Do you want to go there and physically ring it, or like what are you? Do you want to try and make it misfire on the spiritual energy of someone dying when someone doesn't?
Yeah, exactly it. I want to set up a job where we're gonna kill somebody for this demon, but we're only gonna fake kill them because killing is wrong. But we're
So,
going to
question.
arrange for the bell to go off so the demon is satisfied.
What if the demon is only satisfied because they're able to take control of the ghost that results from that person dying?
That's not our problem because she hired us to kill
Well,
somebody and we clearly did. Didn't you hear the bell?
Just because you don't
I
have
mean,
control
that's
of the ghost
risky.
is not our fault.
I'm not sure that will work, but like it's certainly fun.
It has
Well,
to
we can
work
really
because our
get
other
on
option
that.
is we give up
That's
3
the-
rep, and that's not going to
Yeah,
happen.
that's the player speaking. Like I feel like we're just we're punting the can down the road.
No,
but-
this,
Like
this
that's
is
the game. That's the game.
this is episode 2 of the season-long story arc of us dumb fucking with this demon.
As much as I would love for us to be assassins, that's not what we signed up for. So
How do you?
Okay.
So like, obviously demons can
I
be
think
slain.
your crew
Like,
has the skill set to be a group of assassins.
no,
We do, but I think all of us are trying very hard not to be a bunch of murder hobos in this game.
Are
You
you?
killed 2 people.
2 of the
I
5
didn't
of
think
us.
I was
aren't,
gonna
but-
crit success. And
You
kill
are
people.
currently in the running. 66% of all the murders we've committed so far.
Scarlet whips up a pie chart. She says, "This part of the pie is you."
Jurgen's part is
Scarlet,
gone because he
I
thought it
am
was
your
actually
father.
pie.
Yeah, Jurgen already ate his. Enjoy the rest of your pie, and she slaps it in your face. No, I don't know.
I'm sorry, but are you just killed?
So, your plan is to take the future assassination score
Yeah.
and then try and trick the Sea Devil into thinking that you've completed it by messing with the Spirit Wardens.
So
Yeah, where's this bell?
Is this
Where on the
demon?
map is it?
It is in, I believe, Charter Hall. Let me double check. The Spirit Wardens, by the way, are
Okay.
work directly for the Empire and are not responsible to the rest of the city government.
So, lore question. You said sea demon. So is this one of the creatures? So is this technically one of the creatures that go out and hunt for oil?
No, it's not a Leviathan, though. The degree to which the Leviathans and demons are related is hotly debated in academic circles.
So, like, if we if this demon got thrown into a grinder somehow, it would not make oil?
It might. I mean, you can try it.
Sure, it would do anything if it could just rematerialize.
I think we tell the
I think we
demon
need something more aggressive.
that we'll do this future job, but we get to pick the target. That gives us control. Like, I'm assuming the demon just wants mayhem. Like, she doesn't care who dies as long as somebody dies.
Yeah, effectively, she's asking that you accept an assassination score in the future.
Oh
Like the
yeah,
next 3 jobs, I would say.
we can totally fleece this demon, guys. If we control.
White Crown. Okay. The crematorium is in White Crown.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's already our territory where we do our jobs anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm ready for downtime then.
All right, so we'll go ahead. You get 2 downtime actions. You get 1 additional downtime action for 1 coin, and anything that is not listed as a downtime action, you can do in roleplay for free. The downtime actions are simply the things that require. The things that are listed are simply the things that require a downtime action to take. So the ones are acquiring assets, continuing long-term projects, recovering, reducing heat, training, or indulging your vices to reduce stress.
So I don't need to indulge vice, right? Because I only have 1 stress, and if I roll indulge
you would
vice and I
probably risk
overindulge,
overindulging.
okay,
Yeah.
then I'm going to.
We have
How do you train? Do I just declare that I'm training and then take an XP somewhere?
Yes, I believe so. Let me look. 1 XP for an. Oh wait, hold on. There's one other thing from the last one. Does anyone want to claim any EXP from that last score for their playbook, belief, heritage, or background?
Stealth or evasion. I will definitely claim that.
Well, it says at the end that we did that at the end of the session, at least according to the.
It's I
playbook.
roll it into downtime.
Okay.
All I
It would
did
be-
was
It's relevant now because it makes it easier to think about training, right?
all I did was
so I
pull out a
can-
cartoon bomb and go, Jurgen. That was my contribution.
So you get EXP for every playbook has something specific. You have so for instance, Jurgen's is addressing a challenge with violence or coercion. Jurgen, I think you can take that EXP,
yeah, and I can put that
and
anywhere.
then you can put that one anywhere, and then you also have the option to claim an EXP for beliefs, heritage, or background being expressed, or struggling with your vice or trauma.
Well, apparently, I now have a vice of where a ghost will randomly tell me to kill people, or is it trauma?
That's neither yet. Your vice is
We don't have traumas.
super fight train.
Right,
I don't think I would count that. That was a devil's bargain by being in the most haunted place of the haunted city.
Yeah.
And whether or not that ghost has fully left you alone, you're not sure. Might want to get that
Yeah.
looked at.
I believe you should go to the
Lele,
doctor.
what do you have for EXP?
Doctor, I caught a ghost.
Nothing. I pulled out a cartoon bomb. If that roll had gone well, I could claim that I addressed a challenge with influence, but that's not how it played out.
Yeah.
Can
Can
you only get XP?
I would
on
give you
things
one
that-
for deception for the plan to frame the crows.
I thought we went with stealth, not deception.
There was a deception element to the plan that I would be willing to give you an XP for,
Oh, okay. And where do I put that XP?
even though it failed. Ian, how are we doing?
Anywhere you want, Rick.
Okay.
Ian did do some planning ahead with talking
Conspiracy?
with Heinz and conspiracy. Yep.
Yep,
that
I'll
kind
go
of
ahead and
stuff.
give you that. Do you have anything else?
Chloroforming a guy instead of using threat of arms
I don't
For,
think that checks any of your boxes specifically.
for my physician background.
Okay, no, I'll give you that. That makes sense.
Okay.
How about Scarlet?
So I definitely did the stealth thing by luring that
Yep.
guy off. Didn't realize he would die. But the whole mission itself was from a slant of stealth and like whatever. So can I claim 2?
No, you can only claim each one once.
Well, it says mark 1 or 2 if it occurred multiple times. So
Yeah, you know what? Okay, you were sneaking around. Yeah, I'll give it. That seems reasonable. I also,
okay, so I'll take 2.
Just also
for
me.
that.
I don't know the rules perfectly. And finally, Ghost.
Did I address a challenge with arcane knowledge or power? Not
I feel like you just kind of rum rushed a guy to help Ian chloroform.
Yeah, I mean, I expressed my belief that my teammates matter and I don't want to see them cut, so I helped. I struggled with issues, but not from a trauma, because I don't have any trauma.
You know what? I'll give you one for struggling because your vice is weird, and you definitely are struggling with the issues of you've attracted the attention of a sea demon.
Yeah.
So I can give you one more there. All right. Yeah, training. You mark 1 XP for an attribute or for your playbook, which is the one that gets you more special abilities. I will note that as shadows, your crew has prowess training, which means you get to do mark 2 EXP if you take the training action. You can only train each EXP track once per downtime.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm going to train in my playbook, and I'm going to work on this long-term project,
So
What is your long-term project?
setting up a legitimate casino.
Yep, the casino. For some reason, the clocks don't. Right, they lose their. Go ahead and roll for your clock.
And this was
What
a.
skill are
This
we
clock is
using for
working.
this?
Oh, they lost the name.
I'll go with command. That's just my good skill.
That seems like that makes sense. Yep. So go ahead and roll me a command.
Bossing people around. So let's grab 2 dice. 5 and a 4.
You get 2 segments for the 5,
Ah, sweet.
and then
So the general
please mark
EX
that clock after you add the 2 segments because the way this thing implements clocks is a little dumb. So those are Lele's. Do you want to spend a coin for a 3rd downtime action?
No, I'm good.
Ian, how you doing? I'm just going clockwise. If someone wants to jump in and do theirs and knows what they want to do already, go ahead and tell me.
I'm gonna heal, because
Okay.
apparently I still have arms.
Yes, you do. Do you have a physiker or doctor who can help you heal?
Can you borrow mine?
Yeah,
If
I'm
I'm
gonna say you're in
eligible.
Sawtooth's good graces right now because you did just pay him pretty well for what ended up being a pretty easy job on his part. So go ahead and take an extra die. Let's see here, heal. Take 2 dice for that then.
I rolled a 6 and a 4.
Okay, so the 6 on a recovery clock is 3 segments.
Yay, I'm healed.
So
I had 2, and then I
yep.
just get 3 more.
I think all harms are reduced by 1.
I believe that's the case. I'm double checking the rules
So
right now.
they'd fall off.
Yep, reduce each instance of harm by 1. and you roll over 2 additional harm. You roll over the additional segments on the clock if you still have harms, which you don't.
Okay.
All right, so that's 1 downtime action. Would you like to do anything else, Ghost?
I don't have enough stress to warrant anything, so if I can train to get better at my playbook.
Go ahead and just mark an EXP in your playbook. Would you like to spend a coin to take a 3rd downtime action?
Yeah, I'll spend a coin to train my playbook once more.
All right.
I think I know.
Then it looks like you're getting a new special ability.
Yay!
Why don't you think about that while you're around the table?
Okay.
Does someone else want to go next, or
I think I'm ready.
what do you got, Scarlet?
So Scarlet's gonna train in prowess, which gives her 6. So I get to pip.
Did you
something.
train? Did you tick it twice because of your
Oh,
type?
you're right. I do have to do that. So that gives me 7.
So your
uh,
1 overflows. You got
so
you're back at 1.
So I'll pip finesse because we don't want the lockpick debacle. Again. I can't click these buttons.
That's 1 downtime action, and you can do.
And then
anything
the
else
other
except
one,
train prowess again.
I'm gonna reduce heat, but I don't know how to describe it other than just like
In universe, what do you want to do?
I want to try and spread a
Keep the
little
blue
bit
cloaks
more.
off your back.
I want to spread a little bit more that like it really was the crows and not us that were. Yeah, I don't know how I would do that, but I would.
So I would say either
Yeah.
consort or sway, depending on whether you're trying to.
You know what?
Get a
Let's
gl-
consort because that
Okay, so
sounds
that's
more.
so to consort, you will have to choose someone. You will have to choose a person to consort with. So who are you? Who are you telling this to so that it makes back to the blue cloaks?
Hmm.
You can use someone on your sheet. You can use someone else's sheet. You can invent a human.
Can I use Jurgen's love interest?
You haven't
As a-
seen her in a bit.
I don't know, because like maybe like this person is like prevalent
But she
in
has
like
been.
noble.
She definitely has been
circles.
hanging around.
Yeah,
You have
like is
definitely seen her. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
do I
Let's just
have
handle her
access to
at
this
point.
person? Okay, so I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. okay, so
She
we'll do
definitely
this.
shows up from time to time. I hadn't brought that back in yet.
I got a 6.
All right, so a 6 on reduce heat is 3 heat.
Nice. Okay, so I functionally undid Jurgen's problem. I'll get to work on ghosts next time.
Let me see here in my notes. So Viaz, the foreign fencer who is obsessed with Jurgen, she comes around maybe, I don't know, every couple of days. Jurgen, are you ducking her or are you engaging with her when she does?
Oh, she shows up. I take her
Yeah.
out to a lovely dinner.
Excellent. All right.
Jurgen is a gentleman. He's got
Scarlet.
the handlebar mustache.
During one of these, she's waiting in the antechamber of your estate for Jurgen to get ready, and you slip her the suggestion that if she ever happens to talk to any of the blue cloaks, you heard that the crows tried to hit up the red slashes, and you know that she has beef with the red slashes because 2 of the 3 people she killed last year were red slashes.
Well, we're now
And that
accomplices
seems to
in
make its way
murder.
back to the law, and they are paying less attention to you now.
Okay, excellent.
And then I believe we just have
That's fine.
Ian and Jurgen, right? Both of you still haven't taken downtime?
Correct.
Correct.
I have a
Who would like to go?
question. I can
Yep.
go, but I have a question. So the
for
general
it.
XP I earned a minute ago, can I apply that to my playbook?
Yep, that can go anywhere.
Okay. All right, I want to do that, and then I would like to take 1 stress, 1 training, and
Sorry, 1 stress, you mean indulge your vice?
yes.
All right.
Actually, I'm gonna put this in my prowess. But yeah.
Yep. So,
So
take the weakest of your 3 defensive skills and make an attribute roll using it.
Okay, so I just roll 1 dice because
Yep.
I've got 1 resolve.
Because resolve is 1, yep.
Cool. That's a 5, and I've got 4 stress.
So you overindulge.
Overflow.
I mean, I just killed a guy.
Yep. So you're going
one
the
more
leaky
direct?
bucket.
Do I still mark off all the stress?
I'm double checking the rules right now.
Yeah, you do 0 it, I believe.
Yes, you do 0 it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So would you like to attract trouble, brag? And I'm gonna say we don't do lost just because that's a pain in the ass from a gaming perspective, or get cut off from your vice purveyor.
Attract trouble.
All right, let's
Because-
roll an engagement. What's your heat level right now?
3.
Well, yeah, now it's 3.
But like the thing is Jurgen goes there to drink, fight, and love. So he's
Yep.
done the drinking. He's on to step 2.
Yep.
And I would like to actually claim this as EXP if I still can.
Yeah, I'll give that to you. Go ahead and take another EXP for indulging your vice at this point. I'm gonna be a little freeform and loosey-goosey with that because, like, when you have multiple scores in one session. What am I looking for here? Engagement. Really wish this PDF viewer could roll view things a little faster. But I tried installing Adobe and it was the worst experience of my life, so we're sticking with this one. Well, your heat
Yeah,
is
never.
currently at 3.
Yes. Worse than Windows Sound?
Yeah, apparently.
No, nothing is worse than that.
Oh, that's perfect.
What'd you do?
Unquiet Dead. Go ahead and write in your freeform section that the drowned man has that you're currently being haunted by the drowned man, and you can put that in double quotes. Yep, so you head back to the leaky bucket, which was actually conveniently enough in Crowsfoot. And you drink, and you drink, and you drink. And when you wake up, that voice in your head, the one that made you drown the man underneath the Red Sash's Sword Academy, it's still there. It's louder. It is not leaving this time. Mechanically, you can get a Whisper or a Railjack to try and banish or destroy the spirit potentially in the future. Or you can try and deal with it in any number of other ill-thought-out ways. Would you like to take any other downtime actions, Jurgen?
Yes, I would like to train.
Okay.
And
Is
because
that a
we
third
have
downtime, or are you spending a coin for that?
no, that's my second. The first one was the
Yep.
was the
Yep.
de-stress, and then because we have prowess, I can when I train I get to add 2
Get 2
XP.
XP. Yep.
All right, I'm gonna spend a coin and do 2 training sessions. and
You
bring
can't
this
train
up-
the same stat twice.
Oh, okay. All right. In that case, I'll do put that EXP there, and then I'll train my.
Did you take the additional die for reducing heat?
No, I didn't.
No, I meant Rasnir.
Oh,
Sorry, what about?
Did you take the additional die when you reduced heat?
Was that a playbook thing?
yeah.
Oh, that's the
Yep.
group.
Oh, I didn't also. I've been rolling 2 dice and taking the one you want for entanglements. You'll have to remind me of that. Sorry.
Oh, I didn't realize I could roll 2 dice, but I rolled a 6 anyway. I guess I could critical success.
You can
I
crit.
don't know.
Yeah, you can crit and
You
reduce. it
can't
further.
critical 6.
Oh, I did not.
Okay.
Okay.
And Ian,
I-
what do you got?
I put 1 extra experience into my playbook with the
Okay.
third downtime action from my coin. Jurgen's
I'm gonna
not a
train-
saving saver.
I'm gonna train prowess, and then I'm going to reduce stress.
Okay. What's your weakest stat?
Uh,
Prowess.
Yep.
So you have 1 die.
Three. Back down to
Excellent.
0. Right on the nose.
And finally, Ghost. What special ability are you taking from leveling up your playbook?
I am thinking about doing compel. You can attune to the ghost field to force a nearby ghost to appear and obey a command you give it. You're not supernaturally terrified by a ghost you summon or compel, though your allies might be.
Excellent. And is there anything else people have to deal with during downtime?
No, I think I'm good.
I'm good.
Right. So there are 2 scores on the table right now. Now that you're in the good graces of the Lampbacks, he's happy to give you a little more assistance with trying to take offense away from the crows, or there is the nebulous assassination score that the water demon is offering you.
I'm uncomfortable calling that an assassination score. I think we should call that the
On
trick a
assassination
demon
score?
score.
Sure.
Deassassination.
So I say we take on the trick a demon score because I have
Okay.
a contact that can help set it up. All the demon cares about is she wants to see mayhem.
She wants murder specifically, not necessarily mayhem.
No, I
She
understand.
wants death.
So here's what we do.
Yep.
I've got my boy Bricks is a card hustler. Okay.
Mhm.
So we have Bricks set up a poker table. And we kind of set up this tableau where the poker table goes horribly wrong. And at the end, somebody pulls a gun on somebody else. And it looks like they blow their head off. That's the stage we set. And at that exact moment, one of us will ring that bell across town in White Crown. And then the demon will be like, wow, they actually
Okay.
did it.
Okay.
But, and I cannot stress this enough, we're not actually going to kill anyone.
Until we
All right,
roll
so
a 2.
This sounds like a multi-part plan. Give me a second to. Is this the score the group wants to take? Like, I'm okay
Sure.
running this. I need a minute
Yeah.
or two. to
What
do some
could
prep.
Can
possibly
we
go
can we
wrong?
take 15 minutes for lunch while you?
Yeah,
think
that'd be a
about
great time to do that.
it? Yeah.
So-
I'm
But
starving.
before we go to lunch, do we want? Is this what we want to do next? We want to try and do this fake assassination?
Yeah,
One
this
card
sounds
game
good.
gone wrong.
I was
Yeah, this sounds like an absolutely terrible idea. I'm all for
I was
it.
going to suggest we did the fence thing first to get that off of the table,
Yeah.
since that's kind of we're in the middle of that still.
Well,
And
we're in the
then-
middle of all of it.
I
You
get
do
that,
need to
but
fence this though to get
Everything everywhere all at once.
I mean, let's ask Dustle here. If we do this, we're not going to pass up the opportunity, are we?
No.
We'll just do this next session.
That'll be
Yeah,
the,
I'm
the
fine
that'll
with
be the
this.
score for the next session.
Yeah.
Will be
Okay.
the fence.
All right, go
Cool.
ahead. Get your
Well,
coffee.
that's
Get
what
your
else
bagel.
comes up in the complications of this.
We'll reconvene in
Jurgen just
15
sits there
minutes.
and nods and goes, "Yes, of course."
Okay, back in a bit.
Okay, I'm back. Everybody else's.
I'm here. Trouble had to dip due to a personal emergency, I guess.
All right, I'm gonna have to be up and down because I decided to make noodles, but I made the decision too late in the break to get them completely done before we're done breaking. We have no other snackies in the house. The house is
That's
full of food.
disappointing.
Full of food that I'm not allowed to touch because it's Thanksgiving this week. So every day, my wife's like, I put the stuff in the fridge, but you're not allowed to touch it.
Yep.
So. I was reading people's thoughts this past week on the Phantasy Star book that came out. And I saw somebody complaining that they couldn't, like, the book's not that good because you can't, like, roll up every Phantasy Star character individually. And the example they used were Grizz and Raja, who are characters from Phantasy Star 4. Like, you can't use the book to roll up Grizz and Raja. And all I'm thinking is, this is a JRPG from like 1994. These characters literally only exist as an on-screen sprite, a couple lines of text, and a spell list. Well, who are these characters in your mind that you can't use any RPG system to roll them up so you can play them if you want? And that's as deep as I have dug into the Phantasy Star fandom as far as this book is concerned.
Okay.
I just can't imagine like being really, really upset that you can't roll up. He's like a bug man who uses an axe. That's it. He's a barbarian. Like,
Did they miss the Bugman stats? Is that the problem?
there are 4 playable races in the book, and one of them is Bugman.
Okay.
I don't know what more people want. I think the book is like a 7 out of 10. I think it's pretty good. It's just D&D rules for playing a wacky sci-fi JRPG universe. And both Grizz and Raja have artwork in here. Raja's a green guy and Grizz is a bug guy.
Have you played Phantasy Star 4?
Oh yeah, a couple times. I played. It's the only one I had played as a kid, and then I didn't touch the series at all until I streamed Phantasy Star 1 one night, the Master System version. I'm gonna go tend my noodles now.
The Sega Ages one that M2 put out, the remake that's on Switch is pretty good. Has an auto mapper in it. I think there's a soft lock that they fixed.
There is a role playing game, I think it's called Ultima Fabula or something, that is supposed to be based specifically on JRPGs and JRPG tropes. And I haven't looked into it that much. But the example that I saw used was like, because in a JRPG you always like corner the villain, and then the villain just miraculously leaves, and you don't actually have it because you're not supposed to fight the boss yet. And all I'm thinking, like, if I tried to do that at a D&D table, my players would be so upset if I just said,
And I cast hold person on the hand. and
Exactly.
moves towards the crystal.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think there are certain tropes that work great in a video game and not so great in a tabletop game.
The table. Yeah,
But
no.
I haven't read the book.
I was gonna say the fellows who I watch for Final Fantasy XIV content haven't played any other Final Fantasies in the past except for a bit of 10, from what I understand. And so they decided, hey, we're just gonna raw dog it 1 to 15, just hardcore it.
Sounds fun.
They played 1 through 3 blind, and now they're on 4.
Which versions? Pixel Remaster?
Pixel Remaster.
All right, fair enough.
They're the most readily available. And they just got to that part where Golbez's hand steals the crystal. They were just cackling madly over it.
Yeah, it's like and then there's I don't know what rule system it uses, but there is a 14 tabletop version, isn't there?
There is, yes.
Is it any good?
I actually have the book right here.
Does it use its own bespoke rule system, or is it like a splat book from another system?
It uses its own system, but there are some elements that they take from 5e style stuff. Like the advantage disadvantage mechanic is in this as well, and that's really about it. There are like cooldown type abilities that you use as attacks and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was thinking it was called Fabula Ultima.
Yeah, no, the 14 TTRPG has its own rule set for it.
Inspired by Japanese-style console RPGs or JRPGs. And it's just a cover with anime people on it. You know, as you do.
They took some excerpts from the 14 lore book and put them in here as like stuff for like character naming conventions and such.
Prompto's upset, and I don't know why. I need to repair my headphones after we're done today. The soft part came detached from my headphones, and I have to figure out how to, I guess, glue it back on.
Ew.
It's just, right now, it's just like sitting next to my ear.
Yeah.
Just sliding slowly down my head.
You have Razor Chris back yet? Or?
I don't hear them, I guess.
I have to stand up one more time in about 4 minutes to retrieve my noodles, and then I'll be ready to.
Yep.
I like being on this side of the crazy, over-convoluted plans for a change.
Man, you don't want to hear about the crazy, over-convoluted plans that are happening in my husband's game.
I always want to hear about crazy plans.
I don't even understand all of what the hell is happening anymore.
You're running it?
No, my husband's running it.
He's running it?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes as DM, you just have to give up. You have to give up and be like, all right, I don't understand this, but apparently they do, so we're just going to let it go and see what happens.
Yeah, his brother is definitely trying. His and Chris have very similar play styles.
Hello, I'm back.
Yo,
Like, not
Just waiting
exactly
on-
the same.
Chris and Noodles apparently.
Yeah, my noodles will be done in 2 minutes.
I don't think Chris will be done in 2 minutes.
Yeah, Fabula Ultima is one of the like contenders for all of the fantasy games trying to storm the Dungeons and Dragons hill right now. Along with Pathfinder and Daggerheart. And Draw Steel, which I think is like
That's Matt Colville's thing.
yeah, my understanding is that Draw Steel is like if Pathfinder was like I want to keep playing 3rd edition, Draw Steel is like I want to keep playing 4th edition, is my understanding.
That was
Market
Strike.
for that?
Thought Strike RPG was I want to keep playing 4th edition.
Oh, I haven't even heard of that, so I don't know.
Reminds me of that control scheme selection thing in Metal Gear Solid 4 or whatever it was. There's like, I like to play Metal Gear Solid 2. I like to play Metal Gear Solid 3.
All right, I'm back.
Now we're chain AFKing because now Burker is getting his noodles.
Ooh, noodles. I made hot chocolate.
Mm.
Not from a pack.
All right, sorry about that. I was getting noodles, and then my wife dragged me outside to get our groceries.
I don't think Chris is back yet.
Really?
I'm back.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to be.
I'm here.
He said he was here.
I mean, can you not hear me? Destal?
I didn't hear him.
Destal?
Still.
I can hear
Destal?
him.
Oh, I can't hear. Wait, what the hell? Wait, what about now?
Aha! The problem was you all along.
Maybe. I don't know.
Can you hear us?
No, yeah, now it works. He was muted on the server for some reason.
What?
Somehow, some way.
Did you server mute me, you bastard?
Yeah, sorry. Must have done something wrong.
You just have that effect on people.
Apparently. Jesus.
Yeah, I've met people where the first thing I think is, how do I server mute you?
I mean, I think about that every
Like,
Sunday. So
This is just like in class. Like, I'm just looking at my students and I'm like, okay, how do I?
How do I server mute you?
Yeah.
The first class of the semester, do like your students are filing in, do you like pick out three and be like, you three are gonna be the problems, aren't you? Like,
No, I very rarely have them, but this semester in particular, I have one student who I'm like, so you're the troll I get every like year or two.
Mm-hmm.
I get one, and it's this guy.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
All right. So, there is a two-part plan here. Part one is setting up a card game
Oh,
with Lily's Card Shark bricks.
I hate to break it to you, I think it's a 3-part plan.
Oh, how's it? Okay.
So we're gonna
It's a lot
set
of
up the
cards.
fake card game, which is where the violence is gonna
Yep.
happen. Part 2 is gonna be somebody's gonna ring the bell at a specific time. And then part 3 is gonna be quote unquote disposing of the body in a way that does not rouse suspicion of this demon.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and say that there are two. Yeah, I'm gonna say there are two things that are gonna have to be set up ahead of time. First of all, the crematorium is here. It is the spirit wardens are work directly under the Emperor himself, the Immortal Emperor. They are anonymous. They wear masks. They are not native to Duskwall. Getting inside there and falsely ringing the bell is going to be a challenge. Also, whenever the bell rings, a death crow flies from the bell tower of the crematorium to where the person died.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to try and mimic that, or are you going to try and make that happen for fake as well?
I mean, I think we would have to.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise it's not very
I'm going to say
convincing.
that is going to be the primary challenge, but you're also going to have to find a way to coordinate timing.
We just
So let's see here.
so we synchronize watches, and we say at precisely 11:57. Do we have watches? I guess we should start there.
Timepieces.
Yes, I think you can acquire clockwork timepieces. You will have one that you can leave with your card shark friend,
Mm-hmm.
and you have one on your group as you try and infiltrate the crematorium.
Now, here's something.
Is-
Is there a Big Ben or equivalent, like,
No.
timepiece that rings
Nope,
out?
absolutely not.
No, okay.
Destal, do ghosts obey the laws of physics, and can they communicate faster than light?
Yes and no.
That's the answer I was expecting.
I'm surprised he even got an answer. To be
All right, so we need half of the crew at the card game.
I'm going to go ahead and say you need the entire crew to get inside the crematorium. You can probably leave the death faking, can be like stuff you have prepared ahead of time.
Okay.
Is going to be my suggestion, just in terms of like running. Like, I think faking the guy's own death is not going to be the interesting part. I think infiltrating one of the most secure and independent buildings in the city is going to be the difficult part.
And once again, once we're in there, Lily's going to insist on looking for something to steal.
Okay.
Like, she's still going to turn this to profit. Lily has a propensity to make every plan more complicated than it needs to be. because that's what's fun for her. And before anybody gives me any shit, I want to just remind you that Jurgen handed me a cartoon bomb.
Listen, you can do whatever you want, but if shit hits the fan, I will unleash a lightning storm. So watch yourself.
Okay, well, we're doing
Alright,
it this
so-
way because the shit has already hit the fan because you already unleashed a lightning storm.
Yes, and this time I'll unleash one specifically to satisfy the demon.
Can you release one that specifically looks like a crow? Scarlet asks.
No.
You're
Unless-
trying to make things way too
Stuff
complicated.
real quick.
I
Ian
like it
says.
complicated.
Can I make a ghost that looks like a crow? Is that possible, or a ghost like
That might be possible.
Because I can
I
I
mean-
can summon a ghost now and command it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what Scarlet wants to like suggest is that like that's gonna be your role. You're the only one that can do something like that.
Look one thing real quick. All right.
I like how Scarlet suggests something I just suggested.
So, you set Bricks up at a card game in Coleridge. Do you have another informant who could act as the person pulling out the fake pistol?
Oh yeah, we would
Firing
need to.
line.
We would need to definitely have a man on both sides.
Yep.
So I'm supplying bricks. Does anybody else want to supply the gunman?
My only friend is a sea demon, so probably not a good idea.
We're trying to get rid of that friend.
Oh, Jurgen, your friend's a. Oh no, that's not a friend. I was looking at this racist blue cloak. Well, is there any
Jurgen's not here.
is there any
Scarlet, step out.
is there any way we can hire this racist blue cloak? Sergeant Rowan?
I mean, they do not. This is an enemy of
Yeah.
Jurgen's.
Yeah, so I'm not going to get anywhere with that.
What about your factions of Deathfall? Are there any faction? Is there a faction you can think of that you might be able to use to hire someone to be this paid gun?
Would there be a
Someone from the docks, maybe.
would there be a faction that represents Lile's like improv like comedy group that meets every Thursday?
I don't think so.
You know, the lampbacks or the dock workers, maybe.
Lampex. Well,
We got a one with
We
them.
did just do a job
We did
with
just
them.
get to do a good turn for them before, so
I mean, I feel like this is going to be the sort of thing where like we're going to have to pay by lowering this by one.
yeah.
And the
Do you want
docks
to bring in a
workers
lamp
maybe.
lock? You want to bring a lamp back in as the person with you're giving the fake gun to?
Or, okay, this is genius. Is there a lamp black who like needs to fake their own death for some reason? Like we can frame it like we're doing you this favor. You ought to be paying us.
Or
Yes.
a dock worker. We do have the docks.
Yeah, I think that's what we do then.
Um,
We find somebody who like needs to fake their own death for some reason, and we'll facilitate that.
There's a lamp back enforcer named Grip that you got to know during your last score.
Great.
She's small woman, fights with a cane sword. She apparently feels like there's a little bit too much heat coming out after she killed 2 crows during the one engagement where she was told just to bloody them.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of needs to, she thinks faking her own death sounds better than taking a turn in Ironhook.
All right, and I think we could charge 1 coin for this service.
Sure, go ahead. I will go ahead and say that she has already paid you 1 coin. See how
Fantastic.
that comes out when she doesn't end up dead.
Her name again? Sorry.
Her name is Grip.
Are you doing this? Do you let the Lambacks as a whole know? Like, this is something she does not want. She is not going through her boss for this. This is how she met you during your meetings with the Lambacks, but this isn't like an official job or anything. Do you let them know you're doing this?
No, she doesn't want us to. We'll keep her
know. All right.
confidence.
So
We're professionals.
you're setting up a fake card game in Coleridge that includes Grip and Brick. At some point, at a precise time, and you've given them a timepiece. Brick is going to pull out the fake pistol and shoot her.
Yeah, there's gonna be some altercation at the table.
Yep.
And either Bricks or a man and his employee who's sitting there. The altercation is going to end with them pulling out a gun. They're going to use a blank and a squib. It needs to be fired precisely at 14 seconds past the 3rd minute, past the 11th hour. That's when the bell's going to go off in the crematorium.
All right, so that is all set up ahead of time. How are you planning to get in touch? How are you planning to make the bell go off in the crematorium? This is where you're going to choose your plan: assault, deception, stealth, occult, social, or transport.
I have no earthly idea. It's going to have to be a cult, isn't it?
I mean, it might be like stealth to sneak in and get to the bell itself. But like, was the transport to sneak a fake bill in? I don't know. Deception to try and trick someone into ringing it. Like, it doesn't ring
So
naturally. So
if it's like if it's a physical bell and all we have to do is reach it, I think we can do it with stealth. But I was under the impression that we had to do like magic nonsense.
you will probably have to do magic nonsense in addition to reaching it. Like, if there are multiple problems with this plan.
Good. That's how I
will
like
tell you
it.
right now, the spirit rights are a level 4 organization, which is almost as high as the chart goes.
Oh,
So you'll get some extra dice for doing something very daring.
we better not get caught, guys.
Yeah, let's not get caught.
Do you want to be on the Immortal Emperor's shit list?
I mean, a little,
This is how you
kind
get on
of.
the Immortal Emperor's shit list.
I mean, I'm like, if you're not on his shit list, what are you even doing with your life? I would almost think the approach would have to be a cult because we have to
Okay.
interact with magic stuff and spirits and the big ghost bell.
Yeah.
So, what is the detail of the plan? How are you going to try and figure out? Like, you're using an occult approach to the building. Do you have an idea on what specifically, what weak point, what thing you can do? And this is where, you guys can bullshit how
Okay.
magic works garbage. Like, that's kind of part of the setting
Here's my thought,
of the
Gideon.
game.
The bell
Yeah.
automatically goes off when like a person dies. I'm assuming, like, can we trick the bell? Like, can we bring like a pigeon in a cage and snap its neck and make the bell or whatever magic controls it somehow think that a person has died when it was just a pigeon?
Do animals have ghosts in this setting?
No.
Can
I
you
don't think it's gonna work.
amplify energy around the bell to make it think that it's a death? Like, if you have something local enough, maybe the bell will misinterpret it.
Something potent so that right next to the bell to trigger it, you think? Is that what
Yeah.
you're thinking? Okay.
So you're going to try
What if-
and kill a non-sentient creature near the bell and magically amplify its spirit to the point the bell thinks that an actual human has died.
I will say that
Unless you want to kill an actual person and give him CPR to bring him back really quick.
I think if Lile and Gideon can be convinced that this pigeon thing is plausible, then that's going to be our plan. Something like that.
So I think we're going to need more than one pigeon. if we're gonna
That's
use
fine.
pigeons.
Jurgen can catch us 80 pigeons if we need. Like, I guess at that point it's a transport mission, though.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, all right, so okay. I think that's enough stuff to get to where we can work on an engagement roll.
Okay.
So we have 1 die for raw luck. I'm going to say that attempting to fakely ring the bell is definitely daring, so I will give you another die for that.
Okay.
Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid?
Can the demon provide aid so we're going to kill somebody?
Are you actually going to kill
No, no,
somebody?
no. Don't contact
No.
the demon.
No, we're not doing that.
I do think we're going to need some kind of outside assistance in helping with this, but I don't have anyone else to put on the job because my guy's already hustling the card table.
You also have the contacts of your crew and potentially other factions.
We don't want Amancio tangled up in this. This is not his kind of work.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to involve any other lampblacks.
I feel like this is above my locksmith's pay grade.
I don't know if a physician's the right kind of person to go for to do this. So,
Given that it is a higher tier target, I'm gonna have to take a die away.
Sure.
Significantly higher tier.
We might just have to go all in with the pushing ourselves
Yep.
in stress.
So
Yeah.
I got one die here for the engagement roll, unless anyone wants to do anything else around it.
I can't think of anything.
It's a tier, desperate situation.
Yeah.
Sounds
All
right.
right. So the four of you, Jurgen is supervising the card game. Make sure everything goes as planned over there. The four of you are standing outside of the crematorium. You're almost immediately approached by a ranking officer in the Imperial military, asking if you have any business here, and if not, please continue on. You have, I assume, everyone choose their load.
I'm always going to go with a small load, 3.
And I'm going to say someone
Why
is
don't
going
we
to have
set
to
this?
carry. Someone is going to have to mark off 2 load for live animals for sacrifice to unholy ritual. Please write that down in the freeform section.
Who's carrying those?
It's not Lele because she's like 3 feet tall.
Yeah, not Scarlet. She needs to be stealthy. Hard to be stealthy with pigeons cooing under your robe.
I don't know if you need to be stealthy.
I'm assuming the pigeons are drugged going in.
Oh,
they're not.
I would
They're
hope
not
so.
cooing. They're just dead weight.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll cost you
Yep.
2 load.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I've got it.
Okay. Everyone's chosen their load.
Yep.
Anyone at normal?
Yes.
Yeah,
Anyone at heavy? Okay, so we have 2 at light, 2 at normal. Yeah, you're approached by a member of the Imperial military, man in a fine uniform. It tells you, as you kind of get close to the crematorium, it tells you, if you have official business here, you should probably be on your way.
I'm going to mark off a load
Mhm.
and produce documents. Can we pass Gideon off as like a magical inspector of some kind? Like these guys are not beholden to the Duskfall government, but I'm assuming there's some friction there, right? Between
There is.
okay,
There is some friction between the fact that the Imperials have some amount of authorities in different areas that the city does not.
fantastic. The document I'm going to present, and I suppose this will be a sway. The document I'm going to present is going to be the local Duskfall government overstepping their bounds by appointing this ghost inspector, and I'm pointing to Gideon, who's going to do a routine check. And that's all. We'll be in and out in 15 minutes. And I want to try to present it in a way that, like, they don't have time to check with any of their Imperial supervisors to get the kerfuffle settled. It's just going to be quick and easy to, like, let us in, let us out.
Okay, so you've marked off your documents.
Yeah, I present.
How many dice do you have in sway?
I've got 2 dice in the sway, and I'm presenting the documents.
Okay.
Take
I
a
think the
take a
documents-
take a third so I can because that way I've done prior research into this to get the proper authorities who would be over this sorts of oversight.
Okay.
And
So you're in a desperate situation right now.
Yeah.
Currently, you have 3 dice, 1 from an assist and 2 from your dots. Would you like to push yourself or take a devil's bargain?
Yeah. This is a push yourself kind of situation. So that's 2 stress, and I'm going to take
For
2.
sure.
For another die? Yep.
take a 4th die.
All right.
You're good?
2 1s, 2 2s. Here they are.
Nope.
5.
3 5s.
That's a pass.
That's like a pass. ... Right.
Yeah.
Yep. In a desperate situation. First of all, go ahead and mark EXP for trying to take sway in a desperate situation.
Sure.
The inspector doesn't seem to have any concern about your timetable. for
Yeah.
Imperial business.
Hmm.
He takes the documents and he starts paging through them very thoroughly. He looks Gideon over. He looks you over. Don't look like city workers.
I'm sorry you feel
Right.
that way, but the
Well-
documentation is in order, so you can just let us get on with our routine inspection here.
All right, so that succeeds. However, Lele, I would like you to take the moderate social harm of attracted the notice of the Imperial military.
I'll resist that.
Okay. I would say go ahead and resist that with resolve.
So I roll a d6 and subtract
is it
3.
insight or resolve for social harm? Let me check.
Yeah, resolve would be social, I think.
I think resolve is social harm. Yeah.
I hope so, 'cause that's my. So I roll 1d6 and. Is that a.
You drop it down to us. You can drop it down to the level 1 harm
Mhm.
of suspect by the Imperials.
Okay.
That's the social harm. And then you roll the die and subtract stress equal to the result minus your 3 from resolve.
So I roll 1d6 and subtract 3 from
Yep.
stress. So if you have 6 stress. Oh, there's a 6. And subtract 3 is 3.
Yep, so you take 3 stress for dropping that down to a level 1 social harm. And the social harm is suspect of the Imperials.
I'll deal with that later. This is a very stressful mission, but it was also almost entirely Lele's idea. So
So you don't improve your situation at all, but he does let you through.
okay. Then,
You can see him writing something in a notebook, though, as you pass. You make your way inside the crematorium. There are people wearing spirit masks everywhere. You're the only unmasked people, which is maybe a little unnerving. The bell tower is quite a climb. And you don't really have a lot of time.
Nope.
So what are you doing?
I'd like to have a flashback.
Okay.
Everybody in this place wears these spirit masks. These are
They are anonymous.
these are Imperial issue spirit masks, right?
Yep. Yep.
Beforehand, just to grind the gears of the friction here between Duskfall and this Imperial operation, I would have liked to commission 5 bespoke spirit masks that don't look anything like theirs, but is like the Duskfall. Like if Duskfall were going to take over this operation from the Imperials, what kind of mask would they design?
Okay.
And we're wearing those.
And you're commissioning these?
Yeah, I'll have them made beforehand.
Let me see here.
For no reason other than to help sell the lie that Duskfall is trying to take over the Bell operation.
Would someone who has a spirit mask on their inventory let me know if it's an italic item for your playbook? I believe only I think the Whisper has spirit mask, right?
I'm pretty sure mine is. Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah.
Oh, it is not italic.
Fine Spirit Mask is not italic.
Okay. But it is the playbook explicit?
Yeah. A fine Lightning Hook, a fine Spirit Mask, Ectoplasm Vials, Ghost Keys, and New Main Charms are italic. And I got Spirit Bottles too.
I'm going to say that getting matching spirit masks with those kind of conditions is going to cost 1 stress in your flashback. So,
Sure. I'm
3
almost
nights
maxed
earlier.
out.
3 nights earlier, you and Ghost are in the university where she works, and you're talking to one of the professors of ectoplasmic studies. He's been known from time to time to sell or make stuff that probably shouldn't get just passed around the city, but Ghost has a good relationship with the man in the past, and he comes through. He hands you 4 spirit masks, each properly sized for your companions based on the drawings you've given him. They have symbols. Each of them has a symbol of a different member of the city council's ruling houses. and they otherwise look identical to the ones that have the Imperial seal that the Spirit Rites wear. And he tells them,
Fantastic.
if you get caught with these, it doesn't come back to me. We on the up and up on that?
Oh, of course. No, if we get caught with these, we have much bigger problems.
All right. And you now have a set of fine spirit masks that anyone can don to cause confusion.
So I guess the thought process here is if the high ups at the crematorium should be more concerned with like figuring out why Duskfall is intruding on their operation. Because we're just low level grunts. We're just here to do a quick inspection and then we're gonna leave. But I want them to like spend time and energy into figuring out why this political friction is happening,
Right.
apparently.
All right. So I believe at this point you still have to get Ian and Gideon to the bell,
That's correct.
to the bell tower, right?
Yeah.
What is the group doing to accomplish that?
Yeah, just heading towards the bell tower, I suppose, because...
Yeah, I mean,
As a group?
I could,
We are inspecting.
Mm-hmm.
I can
Alright.
prowl ahead and find a route. That's sort of what I do.
And Gideon is acting like an inspector as she goes along, checking for magic hijinks or miscalibrations. And
Does she have like a
all the
magnifying
ghost
glass
fields
out?
all-
And she's just tutting to herself every few steps? Leela
She's
is just
examining the ghost field.
Leela is just tutting and just like scribbling notes at a little ledger.
So you make it about halfway up the tower. It's a long climb. When you're stopped by second, sorry.
Take your time.
When you're stopped by a spirit warden in a mask, so you can't tell who they are, they have an accent that obviously is foreign. None of the spirit wardens are native to Duskfall. And she asks you, "Oh, you're the inspectors. I was told you'd be coming. I think I need to show you the station. I think it's malfunctioning." And she tries to get the four of you into a room off to the side, about halfway up the tower.
And the
Can two of us do that and the other two go up?
yeah, is the implication here that if we go, we'll miss our time?
Yeah.
Probably.
Scarlet will say, we're on a strict time frame, but I believe I can assist you with this. I don't think Scarlet's going to be much help otherwise.
Yeah, Leela and Scarlet can go take care of that while Gideon and Ian
All right.
make their way up the tower.
Yeah.
She leads the two of you into a room with what looks like a bunch of bird cages hanging from the ceiling, and inside each bird cage is a dead crow.
Great.
Cut to the group ascending the tower. As you get closer to the bell, you are reaching the upper limit of where the spirit field end, where the spark gates end. You are reaching the point where you are actually getting exposed to the raw wilderness of the spirit field that exists above the city. Apparently, the spark gates only go so high, and you begin to feel the clawing at your mind and soul of the unquiet dead.
That's miserable.
Are you going to do
suppose-
anything special to continue on, or
Probably.
Ian, do you have a
Okay,
spirit
I
bane
would
charm?
like-
I need to go read. What does a demon bane charm do?
Yeah, I'm asking if Ian has one.
I do not.
I'll slip him mine then. It's an italic item. Just
you do have a Sphere Bane charm? It's a playbook.
The last time on here.
oh, I have one.
Oh,
I'm
I
asking
do.
if-
It is.
Oh, you
it
have
is. It is italicized.
He does.
Okay,
have
good.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means it doesn't require load.
just in case.
Okay.
So
Oh, you're still gonna send me yours?
No, I didn't think you had one.
Oh, might be.
Ghost seems to have a better version of one.
Yeah.
I need to open the book to see what it actually does.
Well, maybe it can just bane this demon that is chasing after you, and none of this is necessary.
Well, we're in it now.
Yeah, it's a little late.
So as you approach the tower, 3 spirits seem to materialize before you and start clawing at you. Like as you're up above probably the normal level where people go for maintenance, and you are now being assaulted by the unquiet dead that seem to, you don't know if they're attracted to the bell or if you're just too high up for the spark gaze to hold them out. What are you going to do?
Can we drive them away? Or can Gideon drive
How
them
do
away?
you intend to drive them away?
Hold on, I'll go with this item. An arcane. So I do have spirit bottles.
Bottle them up and save them for later.
Basically. So it's a fine spirit mask, which I also have, affords some measure of protection against ghostly possessions. Do the spirit masks we're wearing actually count as spirit masks?
I'll say yours does, since you have that in your character sheet, but for someone else's too, they'd have to mark it. Also, that's going to
Okay.
count as your load. Also, I don't believe you've used armor yet, so you can unclick those. But yeah, if you want to say your spirit mask, that'll help you. What about Ian? You can see that Ian is currently being harried by the spirits, even though your mask is able to some degree, hold back the supernatural forces. Ian, you can see the fear running through his face right now.
Can I bottle a spirit and then threaten to bottle the rest of it and leave us alone?
Spirit vials generally require a fair amount of preparation and work. It's not something you can just whip out and shove it in there, but I would let you try a tune to try and compel a spirit to get into the bottle. It will be very difficult. Is there any other equipment you have in mind that would help you with that?
Can I just attune to try and force the spirits away?
You mean like try the compel action?
Well, I mean that's one option if it works that way. So basically, can I special abilities? There's no limit on how many times you can use them.
No, not really.
Unless there's something in it that
Yeah, unless it
lets
says
that-
something, yeah. But yeah, by
Yeah,
default,
like
you can,
my-
that's just an extra thing you can do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then I
mine
guess
has the-
Gideon is going to try and compel these spirits to appear and then go away, go torment the
Okay,
people downstairs.
go ahead and so you're rolling a tune. right?
Yep.
So you're going to reach your mind out into the ghost field and try and force these spirits to allow you to ascend the rest of the place, the bell. How many dice do you have for a tune?
2.
Okay. Do you want to push yourself?
Yeah, I think this is a good time to push myself.
All right. Now, would you like to accept the devil's bargain?
I'm already dealing with a demon, so no, I'm
Okay.
fine.
And then, Ian, is there anything you're going to do to assist here?
To think here because I can't really think of anything that I might be able to do to assist.
Mhm.
Because I mean, it's probably good to do that just because I need to. Not like we need to get through this. So. Yeah, I'll use my second mastermind assist.
Okay.
On this.
Go ahead and take another die. How did you coordinate this assistance?
I'm going to say that looking at the architecture of the building, that we would have prepared an additional countermeasure just to in order to get us at least temporarily through the field.
Okay. So you're
during
holding
that.
a specialized spirit bane charm that you
Mhm.
think was custom made. You brought along custom for this job in order to keep these spirits you expect to be around the bell at bay.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and give me that attune.
That is my second freebie assist.
Hey, I got a 6 and then 2 3s and a 2.
All right. So you open your mind to the ghost field. You make contact with the ghosts in front of the other two. and you order it in your mind to back off. It swirls away, the other two ghosts follow, and you don't feel the impending sense of doom completely relieved from your psyche, but you are able to continue on together. Meanwhile, back in the crow's nest, as it were, the young spirit warden is like, sorry, it's my first day.
Words everyone
like
wants to hear.
Yeah.
You're doing fine, darling.
I don't know. Is it a prank if they ask me to feed them?
You know, this is exactly the sort of behavior that what faction do I want to attribute this to? Let's see here. I want to imply that it's exactly this sort of behavior, which is why Dustfall needs to be running the crematorium and not the Imperials. Because this kind of shenanigans, these kind of nonsense, has to stop. We've had reports of like hazing rituals for. So we're going to go with this will be probably be a sway, I would think.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
How many dice do you have?
Scarlet, is there anything you're doing?
That
here?
gives me 2.
I mean, I
If you
I
can
also have sway, so like I would spend a stress to just like join in the conversation and also add like, now is not the time to be pushing that agenda, but he's right or she's right,
So
basically.
you're gonna take 2 stress to assist and add another die.
Is it 2 stress? I thought it was 1 to assist.
It's 1 to
It is
push
2.
yourself. It's 2 to assist.
Oh, it's
it's
only
2 to push
1 to
yourself.
push yourself?
I
No,
think
it's 2
so.
to push yourself.
It's 2 to
It
push
says right
yourself.
here.
It says on the.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
on
Yeah,
the-
it's
on
the
the
other way
card.
around. Yep. 1 to
Okay.
just 2 to push yourself.
So yeah, I will spend 1 stress to add a dice to this.
Okay.
And sort of be like your wingman, wingwoman
Alright.
in this.
So you're still in a desperate situation. Do you want to take a devil's bargain or push yourself?
Oh, if I push myself, I'm maxed out on stress, and I've already got 3
Don't
dice.
do that. Don't do that.
And I'm good at sway, so I'm just
Yeah.
going to take the 3 die.
That's a pass.
That's a 5.
Got a 5
5,
on a
yeah.
desperate. All right.
Do I get XP or only him because he rolled?
You you get XP. You get 1 XP for taking sway in the desperate action.
Good.
I'm gonna say this has reduced effect. And she's
Do
like,
I-
"Well, okay, that's great and all. Like, I'm happy to hear that there's a long-term political movement to do something about that. But right now, I really need to know if I should be feeding these things.
No.
They said you were experts who were coming in.
No.
They're ghost food?
They're dead pigeons. And also, pigeons don't have ghosts.
Crows.
Oh, they're dead crows. And crows
Yes.
are animals. I'm trying to put off this aura of like condescending authority. Like, you should have learned this in ghost school. Crows don't have ghosts. Someone's playing a prank on you. And you're wasting our valuable time.
Okay. Up at the top, you've reached the bell.
We will check our watches.
You
Sorry.
have about 10. You have about 15 seconds on your timepiece.
Can I interject really quickly?
Yes.
So for her desperate action, do I get XP for supporting?
I don't believe so.
No. Okay, thank you.
I believe when you roll, though you do suffer consequences potentially.
Correct.
Yeah, I'd say you have
Cool.
about 15 seconds left at this point. It took you quite a while to compel the force of will to get past the ghosts.
Now, if Ghost doesn't have something in mind, I have a flashback that might provide an impetus here.
Okay.
Okay, so the party themselves don't know that Scarlet's boyfriend slash lover, whatever, is trapped in a crystal that she wears around her neck. But this person who engages in this quackery and sort of random experimental stuff had to have prototypes. Scarlet could have gotten one such prototype and then given it to Ghost beforehand in the planning phase and said, "Don't ask me where I got this. Bring it up to the bell and crush it, which will destroy whatever's inside."
Ghost
Maybe
has
focus your magic into it to like amplify the effect.
Yeah, Ghost has a crapload of pigeons that she needs to kill really fast, but that's okay because she was prepared.
How were you
I mean-
prepared for murdering, mass pigeon murder?
So the whole reason we came up here was to murder a bunch of pigeons to amplify their spiritual essence to set off the bell.
Yep.
Which is great because before they came up here, Ghost was able to use some of our malicious connections to acquire poison. And it was a slow acting poison. And the dosage was calibrated specifically so that the pigeons would all die right on time as long as they were fed before we started climbing the tower. So before we started climbing the tower, Ghost fed all these pigeons before they were knocked unconscious, and this is part of why they're unconscious. And then upon climbing the tower, assuming that we were able to get up here on time, they would die as soon as that clock hit 0, at which point their spiritual essence would flow into the bell. Because the cage itself is a spiritual amplifier.
Okay, so I'm gonna say let's do this. Scarlet, go ahead and we're gonna say that take 1 stress for this flashback.
Yep.
You have not been known to your party members, the rest of your crew, taken this crystal and hidden it in the mat of the cage.
That sounds about like something she would do. She would do this secretly.
Ian, is there anything you're doing right now, or are you just carrying the pigeons?
I think I'm just the muscle right now.
All
I
right.
can't.
So
Someone's got to feel it. Right?
So, first of all, I want you to take 2 stress for the flashback, Gideon, and then I want a check to see how well you poison these pigeons.
What am I checking against?
What do you think it makes the most sense? My opinion is Tinker, because that's alchemical bullshit generally.
I mean, I would like to go with either a hunt or wreck if a tune makes no sense. even though
Well,
it's
Rex
magical.
would be for aggressively like murdering them right now with a knife, and Hunt would be like for chasing them down across the street.
I'm just imagining her stabbing them now.
I mean, that is an
Like
option. that
definitely,
makes it-
definitely in character.
You might have to stab a
Nothing
few
more if there's
strikes.
Anything you
Right.
can do to contribute here during the flashback where she is poisoning these pigeons.
Well, I could always just use Tempest to kill all the pigeons at once, I guess, but that doesn't work for the flashback. So, if the flashback fails, I have a backup plan.
The backup
Yeah, I got
plan is
nothing
just
in
throw the
Tinker,
cage
so
down
if
and
I
start
can't
stomping
use
on
Hunt-
it.
Do you have anything to help Irian in this flashback where she's trying to calibrate a poison to kill pigeons at a precise time?
Uh,
So right
All
now
I
she's
can really
rolling
do is-
2 dice and taking the worst.
That's a very specific question. I'm realizing as
yeah,
I
no,
type it.
all I'd be able to do is take stress to help,
Mhm.
to assist.
Like, you can do that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all I can really do.
Okay. So I believe you're at 1 die. Would you like to push yourself or take a devil's bargain, Ghost?
I got 4 stress left. If I push
Yep.
myself, that's 2 of them.
Mhm.
And then if I Tempest later, that's going to be another 2. So I'm not going to push myself, but let's have some fun with the devil's bargain.
Let me think here. The specific time release poison that you were using for the pigeons, you carelessly left out, and it got somewhere else, and someone else in the city has already consumed some of it. You were too obsessed
Great.
with this job to properly clean up after yourself after capturing these pigeons, and somewhere in the city, someone else has already consumed this time release poison.
That
If
sounds
you want
like
the
a
devil's
win.
bargain.
That sounds like a win-win.
It has
All right,
been
so I think you're
one
at-
day.
2 dice. Correct?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll your 2 dice for this flashback to see how well you poison these pigeons.
I
Pretty
got a
well.
4 to 5.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, that's not
On a
bad.
first of all, go ahead and take an EXP for Tinker for a desperate situation. You got a 5.
I did.
All right, so Ian pulls out the cage of pigeons. Gideon all but cackles looking at them. You did take the Devil's Bargain, right? I have to write that down.
Yes, I did.
It's probably fine.
It's probably fine.
Yeah, it's
What you don't know won't hurt you.
Yeah, didn't that happen last time?
You hold out the pigeons, and your timepiece ticks 3 seconds, 2 seconds. There's just a sort of slight shudder, and you can tell that one of the pigeons stopped breathing. 1 second, 4 or 5 more shudders. This shouldn't work. The ghost field doesn't work this way, but there's something weird happening with it, with something. You can't really quite tell because you are almost immediately overwhelmed. Something happens. I would like you to take the severe harm of soul entwined with the ghost field.
that sounds
Can I resist?
bad.
Yes, you can. That would be a resolve.
Do I need to do this as well?
You aided. Yes, you did actually. You both take the severe harm because you aided another.
Yeah.
So if you would like to resist, to move that down to only a serious harm.
Yeah, I didn't take warded, so.
Do you have? And if you have any special armor that allows you to resist ghost field bullshit.
Your
I
spirit
think-
mask might do something.
No, I think you need.
Well, it'd have
the,
to be a special ability to get tab
okay.
armor that applies to a non.
Yeah, there's a
normal
special
armor
skill
doesn't
called
work, yes.
warded. that
Oh,
does
I
that.
see warded on your sheet. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so please each roll 1 die if you're resisting this.
Oh, 1 die or 2 die?
For
Oh.
Resistance is 1 die, and the amount of stress is determined. It's resistance reduces the stress cost for these.
That's a 2.
That's a 1. I'm awesome.
So you take 6 stress minus those Wait, no, I'm wrong. Sorry, it is a number of die equal to. Sorry, it's number of die equal to your resolve, and then take the highest
Okay.
result. My bad. Sorry, this
That's
mechanic
a
is
4
weird.
then.
4. Yep.
All right, so take 6 minus 4 stress, and reduce that to a level 2 harm of soul frayed.
That still sounds like it's not
So
great.
you'll have minus 1 die for all actions until you do something about this harm.
Yep.
It's better than
You-
incapacitated.
Yeah.
Which
These
is like, well, I think-
spirits of the pigeons and this soul crystal that you did not realize was in the cage intermingle with the ghost field in an unusual way, and the bell immediately rings. And then it rings again. And then it rings again. And then it rings again. And it feels like it's almost seems to be caught in a loop.
Oh God.
Oh, we need to get out of here. Run.
Down in the room with the dead crows, a spirit crow, a Death Seeker crow, leaps out of one of the bodies and flies off in a random direction. And then another one does it. And then another one does it. And then another one does it. The apprentice,
Sorry.
spirit warden you're with, seems terrified. She has no idea what's going on.
Scarlet immediately just rises to her feet and crosses her arms, disappointed, and says, "And this is why we're here inspecting." And she leaves the room.
Yeah, I'm leaving with her.
Alright.
And now seems like this seems like a great place not to be.
Yeah, I think we've accomplished what we want and more.
Yeah.
Are you waiting for your companions on the way down, or are you just...
Well, I mean, they
As fast
seem
as
to have done everything they needed to. The bell is now ringing, so... And they probably didn't die, because it rang more than twice.
We'll have established a rendezvous point
Yeah.
nearby.
I think we should just leave. We'll meet up
All right,
together.
so the place is all up in chaos as you reach the lower floors of the crematorium. How are you going to get out of here without someone immediately grabbing you and thinking, hey, weird shit started happening as soon as you guys showed up? Because that's what's going to happen right now if you don't do something.
I'm gonna try and lurk and find a stealthy egress. If
Is
possible.
there a way to? Is there like can we just climb down from the walls?
But I'll
or-
deal with you guys in a second. I'm working on the first two who are closer to the base.
Yeah, if
so
I
you want-
had climbing gear, like I have light climbing gear on my sheet, like how far down would that get us?
You want to try and use climbing gear to rappel down the tower as opposed to make your way through the crematorium.
I'm okay with that.
If it would, like, if the rope I have would work, I'll check that item.
Where are you on your load?
Oh, I'm light. I have 0 of 3 selected.
Okay, and climbing gear is 2, correct?
No, I have light climbing gear, which is only 1 actually.
Is that
It's
what
a
specific?
it's a specific item. I assume it's the same as climbing gear, but it just weighs 1.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
go
I'll
ahead
check-
and mark off your climbing gear.
I'll check that off. Yeah.
I'm going to require a. You're gonna still need to make a check to make it down without getting caught, though, even going on the outside.
I'm aware. It's never that easy, but I think this might be the easier of the two.
Probably. What do you think is? I think it's probably prowl, but
I assume it would be prowl because we're trying to do this stealthily.
Yep.
Not necessarily quickly. It's dark. They're not going to see
Yeah.
us, but
there are inhuman lights now lighting up the sky as these ravens, which again there shouldn't, or these crows. There shouldn't be this many crows. Start flying out of the balcony.
I think their attention's going to be a little bit distracted. So I'm going to hope that that's our way to get at. So yeah, I'll
So you're gonna
roll
go ahead
prowl.
and try a prowl.
Yeah.
Are you just holding on, or are you doing something to help here? How are you getting down?
I might have to take my last 2 stress. Because it's if prowl to climb down. I don't have any prowl. I would have to try to use my
can't-
Rook's Gambit to turn it into a command check so I can order Scarlet to get me down safely.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, if my roll is good enough, then I could get us both down, right?
If I need
Or
to make
we
a
both
check, I'm
roll.
cashing in my last 2 stress to make a command check rather than a
Yeah.
disadvantaged.
Let me think about this for a second. I would say with your light climbing gear, which is part of your play kit, yeah, I would say you could make a check to get both of you down.
Okay, then I'm going to push myself.
Okay.
Because I have some space to do that. So that gives me a 3rd die. Oh, there are no more dice.
And then so you're gonna
There's
push
your
yourself.
dice.
You've got 2 dice to start. Would you like a devil's bargain?
I have 3. I don't know if I want a 4th one.
Okay.
I'm good with 3.
And
I
this
think
is still a desperate situation, so go ahead and mark your prowl EXP.
Okay. I did get a 6, so we pass.
All right, you do it.
And
You
this
grab
was a
Lele.
prowess.
You remember that she is quite small, and you
Yeah,
just
I
start.
just heft her over.
Yep, you just pick her up over your shoulder.
Yep.
You plant the grappling hook in one of the gargoyles on the tower, and you just start
Yep.
rappelling your way down. You take a couple of hard hits along the way, but you land uninjured on the ground level.
Nice.
Going back up to the top of the tower, the spirits are in a tizzy, and both of you can't quite tell where your own souls end and the ghost field begins. You can probably make your way down, but not quickly. What do you want to do?
I'm not sure what else we can do unless we plan to jump.
Just run out, man.
You're just gonna continue down the stairs?
You got any better suggestions, Nicole?
Well, I've got my own. Let's see. I've only used 2 of my 5 load because I needed the 2 load for pigeons.
Yeah, but you can mark the pigeons off. You're not carrying those anymore.
Yeah, but I've got 2 load left. No, 3 load.
Okay.
I'm
Do you
trying
have
to think.
blueprints that give us a better way out, maybe?
Mm, Actually, that might be good. That might be a good call. Yeah, no, I've got blueprints that I was able to study and find a better way out of the tower itself.
Okay, so as you stumble down, Ian thinks back in his mind's eye to he pulls out a set of blueprints. So you're actually carrying these. He looks them over. He sees a access ladder to the top of the
Yeah.
bell tower that you had not used, and he directs you off to a little side trapdoor. The two of you start climbing down the ladder. As you're about halfway down, the spirit field seems to give way in some regard, and you're both overwhelmed with ghostly energy. There are two ghosts that come right for each of you. What are you doing?
Gonna compel them to get away.
Gonna try another compel? Ian, do you want to try anything here, or just gonna continue relying on Gideon to get you out of this?
Yeah, no, that's all I can really do because I don't really have any
Gideon,
other.
go ahead and
items.
give me the attune. This is a desperate situation still.
Okay. I mean, I do have arcane implements if that helps.
That might make the roll possible, I would think.
Yeah, I have those.
Take another assist. I've got 4 stress. I got 4 stress left.
We're all pretty
yeah.
tapped out, so
You got a
So-
foresight you can still use?
What's that?
Do you still have a foresight you can use?
Nope.
So you
Okay.
pull out your arcane implements. Ian kind of just grabs your leg and steadies you on the ladder as you let your mind permeate into the ghost field. And remember, you have -1 die for your injury right now.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn it.
oh, that's too bad. Hey,
Hey, 6.
All right. And
The
yes,
X-Ball's
both,
doing.
you managed to drive back both ghosts. You are completely spiritually exhausted at this point. But the two of you make your way down to ground level, and then you slip into a access way that is connected to the underground maps that you have diagrams of as a crew. They don't lead anywhere outside of the immediate area. This area is pretty well sealed off in the underlevels, but they do allow you to get back to street level without going through the crematorium itself. Meanwhile, as the two of you hit the ground and start running, you hear a loud whistle as 3 Imperial soldiers start chasing after you.
That can't be good.
It is chaos in Charter Hall in general. The bell has not stopped ringing, and spirit crows have not stopped leaving the bell tower. What do you do to lose the Imperial patrol?
well, I have a fine shadow cloak, so I'm gonna just have that on, and that makes it harder to follow me. I don't know what I'm gonna do about Leela.
So you're going to try and disappear into the darkness with your shadow cloak? That'll work for you, but you definitely can't bring another person that way.
That's all right. We can
Yes.
split up.
All right,
so
go ahead and give me... Do you want to be involved in that part of it, or are you letting her abandon you right now, Leela?
I don't see it as abandonment. I see it as we're gonna split up and
Yep.
rendezvous later.
All right, so you have
Yeah.
2 dice for your skill. Do you want to take a devil's bargain or push yourself?
I can't push myself. I'm tapped out.
Okay, go ahead and put another point into
Prowess.
Prowl for a desperate situation, and then roll it.
All right, 2 dice. Here we go. 6.
You disappear into the darkness.
Look at that.
2 of the Imperials fan out after you, but they lose you. Because it's too dark, your shadow cloak is too effective. Layla, what are you doing? There's 1 Imperial still chasing you.
Okay. There are crowds of people in chaos. I'm going to lose myself.
Yeah, a pretty good amount.
I'm gonna.
But they definitely picked you out as you. They definitely picked you out of the crowd as you rappelled down the tower, though, and you haven't lost them yet.
Okay. Do I just start a big fire? No, that would be uncouth.
Desperate times, right?
I'm going to feign an injury, and I'm going to use sway to make them believe that I'm not the person that they're chasing after. There was this other woman, she was wearing red, she had like a, I don't know how Scarlet dresses.
Yep.
But I'm going
Black
to
cloak.
feign an injury, like, in fact, I could make this more believable. I will hold on. I gotta remember you gotta actually zoom into the sheet to click the buttons. You can't just use Alt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take an inventory dot for a blade or two to give myself just like an incidental wound or something along.
Okay.
And yeah, that
We'll see. You can make the roll, and we'll see how incidental it is. Now, so you
You
have
know that-
2 dice and sway, correct?
2 dice and sway.
I know
Yeah.
I'm
Would you
not
like to
in the
push yourself or
scene.
take a devil's bargain.
I know I'm not in the scene, but can I assist her in some way?
No.
Yeah,
No,
you're
No,
gone.
Deciding to
darn.
leave on your own in the darkness immediately remove that possibility.
Okay.
Which is fine. That's absolutely fine.
Yep.
I think we got this. Yeah, I'm gonna push myself. I'm gonna take the 2 stress. Oh, okay. So if I take 2 stress, I'm clicking the button under trauma. That's bad.
Yeah, I have to double check if.
If you do
Yeah, that
that,
would
you're
be-
out of the scene.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, then
Yeah,
let's
that's
not do
basically
that.
KO. Yeah.
Then. Okay, so I only have 1 stress to spend before I'm out of the scene.
Right.
So I guess I'm rolling these 2 die. But yeah, I'm gonna sway them, and the story is that like
You don't want a devil's bargain?
I feel like
You can
it's
always say no once you hear what it is.
I feel like it's cheating if I hear what it is and declare. All right, let's hear it.
No, that's the way it works. You get to hear what it is before you accept it, because you can't avoid it. You can't avoid the consequences of the devil's bargain. if you take it.
What's the bargain?
All right, the devil's bargain for this is going to be that the Imperials will specifically be looking for a woman matching Scarlet's description after the score. Like, in order to sway them, your mind just goes blank and you give them a very good description of Scarlet.
That's ironically how I was going to assist you.
So you can take that or not. That's on you.
We're gonna not take that.
Okay.
If I get arrested
So
here,
let me see
it's
a
fine.
sway.
Oh.
A 3.
A desperate with a 3. So, you pull out a blade to try and fake an injury as you're running, and your hand is shaking, and it's not a fake injury. They're going to buy your score because I want to take you to go ahead and take the level 3 harm, which you can now resist, of bad stab wound.
Yeah, we need to resist that. Although if I resist it, it's going to cause stress. It's going to knock me out anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna.
So either way, I'm going to wake up in
You
the
can just take the
hospital.
level 3 harm of bad stab wound.
But then I need help.
Yep, you do.
Yeah.
All going according to plan.
I think I'm better off if I attempt to resist and like fall unconscious or something, because I will have convinced them that I'm not the person they're looking for, and then they'll just like take me to a clinic or something. I think I'm better off resisting.
Okay, so go ahead and mark that down to a level 2 stress of moderate stab wound.
Moderately stabbed.
And then roll your, I believe it, this is a prowess for physical.
Here's 1 die. That's a 2.
Take 4 stress.
So I fill up
Yep.
the stress meter, and then what happens?
Then we suffer a trauma.
Excellent. So I click one of these 4 trauma boxes?
Let me get the rules in front of me.
Sure.
Okay. A, you get 0 stress, and B, you do not have to indulge your vice. So you can mark your stress down. Trauma are permanent. Your character acquires a new personality quirk indicated by the condition. When you mark your 4th trauma condition, your character cannot continue as a daring scoundrel. So yes, you get to choose one of these trauma conditions.
Oh, I need to read what these do then.
They are on page 14 of the main rulebook.
Yeah, let me grab that. I only had the player kit open. But I have the main PDF here.
Did you take the EXP for taking the desperate sway roll?
Oh, I did not. I thought I didn't get
Yeah,
that
go
because
ahead,
I
make sure you
failed the
mark
roll.
that down.
Okay. Stress and trauma. Go on to resolve one of these jabronis
That's-
while I'm reading this here.
That was the end of the score.
Oh, well.
I was going to go into rewards and downtime and whatnot. That was literally going to be the last check I made you make.
Fantastic. Good job,
I thought we
everyone.
were still on the hook.
Almost got away scot free.
Oh, no, I'm definitely
How
going
long?
to
How
go with
long was the bell
obsessed.
chime for?
Okay, hold on. Sorry, what was that, Brick?
I'm going to go with obsessed. I'm enthralled by one thing, an activity, a person, or an ideology. I'm now obsessed with the idea of getting this casino operational so I can make more money running a legitimate joint than I ever could running around in alleys, dealing with ghost nonsense, and bleeding all over the place. Single-mindedly obsessed with getting that done.
All right, so you didn't find anything to steal along the way. To say you go ahead, and because this was a tier 4 operation, you can take 6 rep.
Oh, that's
I
good.
think that
As
might
messy as it
rank up.
was, you got one over on the Spirit Wardens. The Spirit Wardens are big players in Dusk Bowl.
Okay, so we have. So how does this work? So I pipped 2. The
And
next
tip
one would
four.
be this. Well, the next one would be this turf button.
Right. As you acquire turf, the cost to go up goes down.
So if we fill that whole
have to-
bar up, we go up
Well,
a
no.
tier?
Now we reset the bar, and then the
Nope,
next.
nope.
No?
Turf reads from the right, rep leads from the left, and when they run into each other is when you level up the crew.
So
Yeah, we have done that.
we haven't.
No, they haven't, because you haven't
Oh,
done
I
any turf.
Oh no, I have to fill this. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Where did all of our extra rep go?
5. There we go. So we got that. That's our
Now,
6.
if you gain 2 pieces of turf or 2 pieces of rep, you will level up your crew.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
didn't
see.
have
Okay. Yeah.
any opportunity to make any money from that job.
We made 1 coin because that lamp
Yeah, we
black
got-
hired us to fake her death.
Yeah.
Okay. That
I think Lele should take that coin.
I'll mark it down here.
there was definitely something going on somewhere during that job about someone's death.
Yeah.
How many times did that bell ring?
Oh, probably
A lot.
hundreds.
It didn't stop all night, or till the next morning until they could get it under control.
Wow, this pigeon thing really
Um,
friggin' worked.
Scarlet does
gonna
not
go
say a
ahead.
word.
And put this as a. Let's do a 4 heat on that.
Or he.
I'm trying to figure if I need to charge you an extra heat for someone dying.
Nobody died.
Well, yeah, but nobody died.
Right, but the heat for someone dying is setting off the bell.
Not well. Then we would have infinite heat because it's gone off a bazillion times.
Yeah, I think I'll just give you the 4.
I don't think there's a tracker for what we did.
We have broken the gate.
All right, so you're at heat what right now?
I think it's 7. 7, yeah.
Yeah, 7. Yeah.
Your wanted level is 1, and you do have the special thing. So I have to
0.
remember to roll 2 times. I'm going to do your
Wanted
engagement.
level is
You
0.
get
Our one in level
2
0.
dice. Yep. Right. Okay, so I roll 2 dice, take the lower, and I have to do this twice because you get to choose because of your perk as a group of shadows. So first one,
a
second
good
one.
one.
All right, so we have your choice of a 1 or a 4. A 1 is flipped or interrogated, and a 4 is demonic notice or show of force.
Oh.
I take the lower, so you get your choice of.
Take the 1 because
God damn it! Goddamn multiple rolling mechanics. Yeah, I'm gonna say you have your choice of either flipped or interrogated, or demonic notice or show of force for the entanglement after that job.
take the 1 because I'll be questioned by the blue cloaks after they drag me away to this clinic, but I'll just
Yep.
play it off. Like it'll be fine.
We
So
already
we'll-
have demonic
We'll
notice.
go for the 1.
Yeah, we already have demonic notice. We'll just be
Is
trading
it
one
show
demon
of
for
force?
another.
This is actually perfect.
Show of force would be
Flipped.
not.
The 1 flipped brick.
Mhm.
Could you please take bricks and make them an enemy instead of an ally? This brought a lot of heat down on him,
Oh, his poor poker table.
more than he was expecting.
Is he both an
Because-
ally and an enemy, or just one? Just an enemy.
Yeah, let's do both right now for start.
All right.
I actually like that. It made sense for Chris's specifically, but I think it also makes sense in this case. So that's your engagements. Yeah. Leia, you wake up in Imperial Infirmary.
Yeah.
The Imperial military, the small garrison that normally stays in Dusk Bowl, have tended to your wounds. There's a nasty scar running up your wrist, and you don't find it hard to find an opportunity to slip out of there and make it back to your headquarters, at which point you've learned that 3 days have passed.
Okay.
And that's the end of that score. Whether or not the
Fantastic.
demon is satisfied with that, you don't know yet.
If the demon's
Now
not
back to the
satisfied, then we
downtime.
got the goddamn bell to ring all night long. So what happened with the lampblack? Did she get her head fake blown off?
Or did it get real blown off?
Let's see, so she paid you a gold. She did, but because of all of the mess of the spirit bell obviously malfunctioning, nobody actually fell for it.
God damn it.
Everyone assumed that whatever was going on last night was some weird magical ghost bullshit. No one thought anyone really died, so even though a couple of people saw her dead, she was not able to take the assumed identity she thought, and she still
So-
thinks that she still feels like you guys owe her a proper faked death. Go ahead and write that
Just-
down in your crew sheet.
Just to be clear, Destal, there's no reports of mass deaths in an orphanage or anything like that.
Oh, speaking of which, it turns out over the next few days you do find out there was one merchant who apparently did fall dead of mysterious conditions while the whole spirit bell was ringing, but it took like 3 days before anyone found his body because things were going off the hook.
Why do people
Yeah,
believe
that
he's
wasn't-
dead but not Trap?
Because they found his body.
They found a dead body which probably was not properly interred and probably is now a vengeful ghost.
That's not our fault. We didn't do that.
As long as there's no like mysterious.
Nobody left
mass
any
death in an
fast,
orphanage.
slow-acting poison out for him.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, good job. That was
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't us. We don't know about that.
All right, so you have downtime activities. 2 each and spend a coin for a third.
Jesus.
Who wants to go first? Rick, you don't need to indulge your vice.
I need to know mine though.
Yeah, I'll indulge too.
Yeah, same.
Oh, you can go ahead and take EXP actually for that job too. I think that's
Oh,
Yeah.
Be pretty loosey goosey about that. So, let me just do this in order. So I'll start with you, Rick, unless you want me to go to someone else because you do have a little more.
I definitely addressed the challenge with deception. We got all up in that, all up in her. that
I'll
first
give you
day's
2
fate.
for that.
All right, I'll take that on my playbook.
And then, did you express beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
I definitely expressed my drive for making plans way too complicated and Machiavellian.
Okay, I can give you 1 for that. And Vice and Trauma didn't really come up. Okay, so you want to take... You've got 2 downtime actions. What would you like to do?
I want to heal this moderately stabbed.
Okay.
So I don't have the downtime in front of me here. I was on the wrong page. I will have it in a second. So that's recover.
Yep.
And I can get treatment from like Ian's physiker friend who he knows.
Or Ian, yes. Ian, it wouldn't cost Ian to treat your wounds. It costs to
Yeah.
treat your own wounds, but...
Oh, okay. And so that's this clock here, right?
Yep.
So I got to do this 4 times before this is healed?
You
No,
can do
depends
it
on the
multiple times.
result. You have to, if you roll a 6, for example, it's 3 wedges.
Oh, okay. What am I rolling then? I'm rolling...
You're rolling 1 die because you're a tier 1 gang, so you have access to tier 1 physicers.
Okay. 2.
2 clears 1, I believe, is 1 progress on the top. Yep.
Okay.
And then if you want, you can take that. That's one you can take multiple times.
Yeah, let's take that a second time.
Yep.
For another 2.
Oh. And you can spend a coin to get a third time downtime action if you.
I do have to spend a coin because I want to make progress on the casino.
Yep. So go. What skill are you going to use to make casino progress? This
I'm
time?
going to continue with sway because this is.
Okay. Convince people to come to your casino. So
In
go ahead and roll sway.
fact, I know exactly who I'm going to sway.
Mhm.
I'm going to approach Bricks because I hear he's got some stank on us now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let him know that times are tough right now, but once the joint is up and running, he will have a table at the place that he can run however he wants. He won't have to worry about the blue cloak sniffing on him. He won't have to worry about other gangs coming around. He won't have to worry about providing his own security. He's going to have it so sweet once the joint's up and running. That if he just...
Go ahead and mark down that promise under your miscellaneous part of the sheet, and then roll the progress.
Yeah, okay. And I'm rolling my sway.
Yep.
That's a 4.
4 is 2 ticks.
Okay.
All right, Ian, how you doing?
Badly.
What would you like to do during downtime?
I would like to try and recover the sulfrade.
Okay. So that's going to require a whisper. So probably Gideon could help you with that.
Okay.
Gideon, what is your attune?
I have an attune of 2 right now until I can do my XP.
I would say go ahead and roll 2 dice then.
Ew.
That's 1 tick. You have a second downtime
Yep.
action.
So that brings it down to
No, there's a clock for healing on the right.
There we go. Okay. And then I have to indulge in vice.
So your weakest is prowess, so go ahead and roll 1 die.
I can't overindulge, which is nice.
Yep.
Ha! 1.
You can indulge a little more though.
And
Yeah.
you could take a third downtime action if you want to spend
Yeah.
a coin.
I'm gonna take another coin because having low stress is really good. Spend
Oh,
1
man.
coin to reduce 1 strength. Stress. Gotta love it.
And then
Wow, that
for
is-
EXP, did you address the challenge with calculation or conspiracy? I think I can probably give you that one.
Yeah, for
The
not
pigeon
just
murder
not,
conspiracy.
not just that, but also the crazy plot of the city taking over the tower.
Oh yeah, yeah. Go ahead and take 2. Put 2 XP anywhere you want. And do you have any
Nice.
others?
There's that. No, that's about all I got, I think.
Raz, how we doing?
That was a pretty good run, all things considered, for Scarlet. Like,
Okay. What would you like to do? First of all, let's look at your XP.
yeah, I'll do XP. So, stealth or evasion, I'm gonna say I did that at least twice for 2 XP. With the grappling hook to get down,
Yeah,
and
okay.
then
Yeah, getting down
escaping
and
into the
getting
shadows.
escaping the Imperial Patrol. Yep.
So I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna say that the crystal was her background.
Yeah, I think that's right.
So I'll claim 1 XP for that.
Yep. And then you have
That's
2
good.
downtime actions.
I'm gonna indulge.
Okay.
I'm
So
nearly.
your
I think
lowest
we
is
all
a
have to.
1 in
Yeah, it's
insight,
1. Yeah.
but
Oh,
clear
5.
5 stress.
5. Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
And then you have a second downtime action.
I'm gonna train prowess to get it up to 6, which
And then
gives
you
me
can
another
put
pip.
another dot. Yep.
That's 2 pips today.
Oh yeah, I've got.
Oh,
Yeah,
negative
that
1
puts
XP.
my that puts my prowess up to 6, so I can put another dot in something.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna take prowl.
I think I'm going to spend my 1 gold to reduce heat.
Sure.
Yeah.
You get to roll. You get to roll an extra die for that.
Oh, nice.
Your-
That's right.
Yep, because I've forgotten to be doing that. I should probably just give you like an arbitrary -1 heat, because assuming you did it better in the past. So let's just we'll increase this by
Yeah.
1 since I forgot about that before.
I think I'm going to just try and like overwrite rumors of like all the chaos, which is news of this casino that's about to be made. That's the best I could think of.
So what action are you taking?
It would be consort.
Okay. And who are you talking to about this?
Other nobles.
Consort. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, whoever that might be. I mean,
Yep.
whatever. Do I have to
Your score
roll
is-
my stat or do a?
Yeah, you roll the
This is-
stat, and then you get an extra die for the play.
Oh,
for
got
the-
it.
for
Okay.
the-
Yeah. Okay. So
I think
that's
that's is this an extra
2.
die?
It's 2. I got a
Yeah, take one
4.
extra die. So you got a 4, which reduces heat by
It's
2.
2. Yeah.
And go ahead and take one more because you probably I just forgot to give you that extra die.
Oh, sure. I thought you were.
Yeah, that'll just even it out pretty well. Do you have anything else for downtime?
That's me.
And finally, Chris.
Yeah, I'm stressed. I gotta deal with that first, and I'm also.
Okay, so do you want to
sort of
indulge in your vice?
Yes, I absolutely want to indulge in my vice.
Okay, so your lowest is 2, so go ahead and roll the 2 dice.
It's a 1 and a 4.
The 4 gets you. Oh, it just gives you 4 stress. Yep. You have a second downtime action?
Can I use somebody's Physiker to heal my Soul Fray?
I think that's pretty reasonable. Oh, Soul Fray. No, that's a spiritual. That is not a physiker. You need a.
Oh, can I do it? Can I do that myself?
Or domain.
It would cost stress to treat yourself, but as I would say, your gang has access to someone, an ally, or someone who can do it.
Okay.
So I say you can go ahead and just roll a die for that.
Is it 1 die or 2 die or?
You are a tier 1 gang, so it is 1 die.
That's a 2.
Okay. So go ahead and take 1 off. Or tick 1 on the clock, I mean. Sorry. And then you can spend a coin for a third downtime action.
You have
Gonna
4
take
coins.
forever
You
to
might
do
as
this.
well. Wait, how did you get 4
Well,
coins?
From last week and then this week.
Yeah, you should absolutely spend some.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try and heal myself again.
Okay.
It's gonna take forever with 1 dice.
There you
Oh,
go.
6.
6 is 3.
That fills
That's
it. so
enough
you
to
can-
reduce every. So the reduced form of Soul Fray is Soul Smear.
I'm just a little smeared now.
Yeah.
Good old
Just
Soul
a
Smear.
little
Smear.
smeared around the edge.
I wake up some days feeling
And I
just a little
think-
smeared.
That is all the consequences of that score.
Can I get XP?
Yes, sorry. So
I expressed my background as an occult researcher by knowing how to deal with the ghosts, and then I
Yep.
addressed that challenge using an arcane power.
yep, I think you can get 2 there.
And my vice is strange. I feel like I had issues with strangeness.
Or
Something
specific.
about pigeons dying and bells ringing.
Yeah, I think that's
that ain't right.
Now he's
Go
got to
ahead
go
and
through
be-
like
I get
3-4 pigeons a week just to get that same high.
Oh man, gateway bird. Next, you'll be huffing crows.
All right.
And nobody knows that this is Scarlet's fault, right? Probably not even Scarlet, to be honest.
Not until we look at the cage later and find your stupid gem, and then I yell at you.
Oh, it's
And you
it's
gotta
just,
talk
I,
to me.
I
it's
thought
destroyed.
I thought you left the cage behind. I didn't think Ian brought it back.
Yeah.
What are the chances we got that poor like acolyte fired?
Oh, 100%.
Like, she's
105%.
definitely fired.
She is definitely terminated. We no longer
Right
need
to
your
jail.
services.
Let me take
Right to jail.
take a screenshot of my character sheet here.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta
yeah.
let me photograph this because
the demon
Yeah, this
happy
one
with
keeps
us now?
breaking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save right now.
Oh, damn it. I can't hold
Is-
Alt and also print screen. so I
Is
actually
is
have
the
to
demon
save.
happy with us?
We'll find out next time.
Take the hands
Okay.
off of the shadows page and I'll print screen it. Whose hand is this? Thank you.
Is there not a print screen button on my new keyboard that I got? There must be.
So I've got our crew sheet saved. I should save mine.
Thank you. Yeah,
as well.
and I did save the table. We'll see how that works. For some reason, the crew sheet is resistant to saving.
It keeps rolling 6s. Okay, I got mine. Mine saved in the crew sheet save. Should I screenshot anything else?
On your own sheet.
I already did that. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a picture of Troubles just in case he didn't get it.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. And faction sheet actually.
Yeah. Do you want me to just paste these in the Discord? I'm just putting
Yeah,
them in
that's
a.
probably
I'm putting them in an Excel sheet. So.
Yep.
That's not the right channel. Okay. So this is Jurgen. And this is crew sheet. And this is Scarlet. There you go.
Okay. And that was another pair of scores. Next week, I expect you'll probably be. I would assume that you would be interested in still acquiring this fence as turf, right? From the Crows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll have a couple other things. We'll see exactly how much the demon did like the bell ringing a lot and one person dying. And that's all I've got.
All right, excellent.
Thank you for running.
Fun times.
Yep.
I
Hope
can't
everybody had
Cheers,
fun.
y'all.
I can't help but feel like we didn't accomplish much.